Welcome back to Thielet Graves Podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And yes, this is probably at the beginning of the episode. You're thinking, wow, you guys are really far away from camera today. Well, we are because we're bringing on a third guest. We're bringing on another guest today, Isaac.
Yeah, and, initially when we got into the studio, we thought that the mic that I normally sit at just wasn't here. It turns out it is here, but the arm is gone, which I guess it technically has been for a couple weeks, but still.
Yeah.
But
we are back in studio.
We are back. We are back in the studio. The last week's episode with Matt, it's going up today. I promise. It finally exported, but oh my god, it was a fucking shit show. The episode is literally just titled "It All Went Wrong," because it all went wrong.
It did. It all went wrong. But not our brackets. I had a pretty good little stretch.
We both did.
Yeah.
We were top of our
groups right now.
Yeah. So I'll take it.
We'll get to it because I have a little beef with certain places around here. So I'm currently listening to a person I shouldn't be losing to right now.
Oh.
Yeah. How do you think I feel? Well, oh no, I'm on top.
There you go.
But the entire weekend I was losing to the person I shouldn't be.
Oh, that's your own group.
Yeah, it's my own group. And then in our Pioneer sideline, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about yours. Yours and the sideline ones.
Goated.
Yeah, it's pissing me off.
And the person that's above me doesn't have their champ anymore.
Yeah, so we'll dive deep into that. But first, Isaac.
Rip Cashman.
It's time for the Pens weekend review.
Let's get
Starting with Monday, we were hot. No, should I say Gino was hot. And a 7-2 win over Columbus. Over Colorado. Gino Machino. Yes, you can say that. 2 goals, 1 assist, and first game back since suspension.
Yeah.
Wednesday, well, we went to overtime, so we got a point. But just like how the season's gone, we lost an OT to Carolina.
Yeah.
And it's 6-5. Insane game. I say Stuart Skinner's worst performance overall.
I don't know.
And the defense's worst performance.
His first game here against Edmonton was pretty bad. So it's one of those two.
Yeah, but what a time to have
But he faced 44 shots.
Which, it goes back to my second point, is defense's worst performance all year.
Yeah, it was pretty
You can't have your goaltender take that many shots.
In the 3 games against Carolina, yesterday was the anomaly, but the 2 games in Carolina, both 44 shots. And Skinner lied in 5 and 6. 44 shots on the nuts.
That's insane. All right, Saturday, 5-4 win versus Winnipeg. I'll get to it. Now, this game was insane.
Absolutely ridiculous.
We had a goalie interference again that wasn't called, but I guess you could run over a goalie now?
Yeah, I guess so. Or at least just Artur Shilov's.
I am just so over this goaltender interference bullshit happening to us.
I can't speculate too much, but it really feels like there's a bias against the Penguins.
I was gonna say I think there's a conspiracy. I'm really start thinking about that. But before we talk about how we won this game, there's one more man I gotta mention. EK65. Don't know who that is? Erik Karlsson. Holy shit. 19 points in 13 games post-Olympics.
And actually,
7 goals.
Let's include that with 14 games. Did he have
I don't think he had a point.
No, he had no points yesterday. So 19 points in 14 games. 7 goals post-Olympics. He has had 5 goals in the past week. He had back-to-back games with 2 goals.
See, this is the Erik Karlsson we traded for.
Vintage.
Yes, this is the Erik Karlsson we traded for. Now, Isaac, let's get to the way we won this fucking game, okay? Oh my God, Isaac, it happened. Is this the first time this year?
Second.
Okay, for the second time this year, your Pittsburgh Penguins won in a shootout. I was at a certain function during the day. Got back home from said function at a certain college, not Point Park. I sat on the bed or whatever in her room, and was like, "Oh, I wonder how the Pens are doing." I literally pulled up the game in shootout because I was also on the phone with said hockey family, and when we won that shootout, I was delayed, so like I muted them for a little bit so I could hear what was going on. So they celebrated. I celebrated. I couldn't tell you how happy I was to win in the shootout.
I was outside of the locker room, and the celebrations between radio network and PR were insane. I'm sprinting over to PR to figure out who the hell my walk-off interview is.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I was so excited.
Yeah.
Probably.
And also, you know how like skeptical I was putting Sid back in the shootout?
He looked great in that shot.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what else was made me very happy about this weekend before we get to the yesterday blowout?
Yeah.
It was packed. Probably the most packed PPG's been since we were like good with Matt Murray's last year. Since we ended that sellout streak.
Yeah.
All those years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, and against Winnipeg of all
teams, like the team that's furthest away from Pittsburgh.
I mean, it was mobbed yesterday.
Yeah.
But
like it's insane. Like it's so nice to have the excitement back in the city and this team.
Yeah.
After the past couple of years of pure misery. Just one way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't like Anaheim a couple years ago bad, but we were bad.
We're not Vancouver this year.
Yeah.
Bad.
But we were bad, dude. it was dark times because Steelers were awful, then the Pens were awful,
and then the Pirates have just kind of been awful for a while.
and then the Pirates were the Pirates, so they get their hopes up and everything else.
Yeah.
All right. So upcoming schedule. Let's take this.
Well, hold on. We need to talk about Sunday.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
5-1 loss versus Carolina. Number 1 penalty kill my ass. I agree.
Yeah. How many power play goals was it? It was 3.
It was at least more than half the goals.
It was 3. It was 3, and you let Jalen Chatfield score a goal that was not a power play goal. It was 3, and you let the most random former Penguin of all time, Mark Jankowski, score an empty netter. Random fact: Mark Jankowski was a Pittsburgh Penguin.
Penguin legend, some say. The streets will never forget about him.
So weird.
All right, let's go to upcoming schedule because that game was just blowout. We looked awful.
Yeah.
We were flat from the beginning.
Yeah, we were dead.
All right.
We were dead. Well, it all started because Ryan Graves fucking trips. Who was it in front of the net? Was it Ehlers?
Yeah.
I think it was Ehlers.
For some reason, he's up again.
Well, if you look at the injury report, there's a reason. There's a reason.
Yeah,
I know.
We'll get there. All right, upcoming schedule: Tuesday at home versus Colorado, Thursday we're at Ottawa, and then Saturday night. I may be in attendance.
Maybe.
I may be in attendance.
You should.
Saturday home versus Dallas. Not only is it a Penguin home game on a Saturday, we're playing Dallas. It's country night, Isaac. It's my night.
Yeah.
It's country night.
Yeah.
Oh.
You better bring your ass over to the radio. To come chill during pregame.
As of right now, it's up in the air of my plans for the weekend. Due to some things that are going on for me for the week. So it is looking like that I may make an appearance. Will socials be done? Probably. Probably, depending who I go with.
It's a 5 o'clock puck drop.
Yeah, but also depending who I'm going with.
Yeah.
Team updates. Gino, 2 goals, 5 points since return from suspension.
Yeah, from Sussy. You gotta love the Sussy.
Sidney Crosby, a.k.a. my GOAT, a.k.a. my number 1, but besides Kenny Pickett, scores in his first game back. Blake Lizotte, out for 4 weeks, upper body injury. Oh, I thought you were going to say great there. You had in the rundown you were going to say great. Now you change it up on me.
Yeah. Well, because that's the only reaction you should have when Blake Lizotte's out of the lineup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan Shea, day-to-day with upper body injury.
Yeah. That's why Ryan Graves is in the lineup.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, Shazo's been so good this year.
Dude, amazing. He's not a restricted free agent, right?
I think he's unrestricted.
Would you consider bringing him back?
Yes.
Okay, me too.
Yes.
Well, I want to make sure that we're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right, and the Penguins signed the 22nd overall pick.
Bill Zonin.
He signed a 3-year entry-level contract. Isaac, why don't you go and take away what the entry-level contract is for people at home who do not know?
Yeah, so it's essentially just your rookie deal. So it's 3 years for players 18 or 19, I believe, and I think it's 2 years for 20 to 21, and then 1 year after that if you don't sign. So he was a 22nd overall pick this past draft. He has, I believe, 46 points in 35 games in the QMJHL this season.
I'm about to pull up his stats real quick. Give me a sec. He looks like a beast.
Yeah. Yeah, he had 46 points in 35 games with Blainville Boys Beyond.
Nice job, Isaac.
I don't even think that's right, but
And then the season before that, 64 games played, 28 goals, 55 assists, and 83 total points.
in how many games?
64.
Jesus.
He played 68 the year before that.
Okay, this rookie class is looking like kind of good.
Yeah.
Kendi playing out of his mind, probably gonna finish second in Calder voting
It makes sense, but
because Matthew Shaver exists.
yeah, but boy, he's looked amazing.
Yeah, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes ahead of Demidov.
Yeah, I want to be shocked. No, I think it's gonna happen.
Probably not.
Probably not, because Kendall, for some ungodly reason, doesn't get any media time
No.
by the national media,
No.
which is insane that the second best rookie in the league gets nothing.
I know, it's crazy.
All right, you ready to talk about the elimination tracker?
It's back.
Oh, Isaac, are you feeling that? I'm feeling the playoff hockey coming back. We are back. Playoffs is about to come. The draft is upcoming. Pirate Baseball's back next week. Oh, this week?
This week.
Yeah, this week. Pirate Baseball's back this week.
Our first game is on prime time.
Yeah,
on NBC.
I have that feeling that our show's gonna have so much more substance to it.
Yeah.
Thank God, because that little dark time we had the past couple weeks, it's been a little rough. Oh God! All right, elimination tracker time. Colorado first team in. No shocker there.
Nope.
In playoffs for the 9th straight season, longest active NHL streak.
Well, yeah, it most likely will be because it looks like the Leafs are going to miss the playoffs.
Thank God.
Yeah.
They are awful.
That's not confirmed yet, but if they somehow miraculously make it, they will be the longest active streak by 1 year.
That's crazy.
But no, if they miss, then yeah, Colorado is now the longest active.
All right, let's go down south. Let's stay in the West, though. Let's go to Dallas. In for the 5th straight season.
Yeah, again, no surprise.
No.
We thought that with the coaching change, with Gulletson coming back,
They're going to have growing pains, and it was going to be a little bit of we're about average, and
yeah, maybe
we can maybe make a push, but we're probably not going to make a push.
and then Sagan gets hurt, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that was a major fuck.
Yeah, and no, they're just fine.
Just peachy to me.
Yeah.
All right, first team out. No shocker here. Take it away.
The Vancouver Canucks, for the 2nd straight season, 4th of the last 5. They are dead last in the NHL. 50 points, 21, 40, and 8.
They are officially on the Gavin McKenna watch.
Yeah. They'll get screwed out of it, though.
I tell you what. I mean, also,
Lottery.
I have such a bold feeling that Gavin might drop only because that fucking story a couple months back.
I know.
Because one thing about the NHL is that no matter if you're in the right for the story, they don't want you in the media at all as a prospect.
No, that's what's crazy.
So,
I mean, he's so good, though, so.
he is so good. And by the way, that starts in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We just wrapped up the women's game. The women's bracket. By the way, I don't know if you watched it.
Wisconsin, holy fuck.
Holy shit. Well, I was at said university, sitting down with said university's hockey team, and we watched the game. And I watched the Penn State Wisconsin game, great game, down to the wire. And then I watched Wisconsin basically dominate Ohio State in the third period. And boy, I can't wait for that talent to go over to PWHL, for how good the PW is going to be with these women coming in. And this is just college hockey. We don't know what's internationally coming in right now either. So, Isaac, we may have to add a PW segment every week now.
You're damn right we will, especially if it comes to Pittsburgh.
Oh, especially if it's, a little rumor mill's going on that we might get a team.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of the women's league and let's jump back in the NHL. Let's go around the league.
Well, let's update the playoff picture.
Oh, I thought you wanted to do around the league and then playoff.
Yeah, well,
let's get that done and let's go back to playoffs.
Okay.
Around the league, Draisaitl out for regular season with lower body. Another huge name out for the season in the last month.
Yeah. Okay. With where the Oilers are at right now,
there's no risk for them to
I mean, they would still have home ice advantage because of this stupid ass playoff format.
Yeah, but they won't play the Kings.
No.
So it's not as fun.
Actually, they don't have home ice advantage anymore, but
no.
It's such a joke. Oh my god. Like their season got derailed by one man.
I know.
Tristan Jarry.
And again, Isaac, who was right?
Off.
Who was right? Say it. Second week in a row.
Fine, you were right.
Thank you.
I walked into that one.
Consider that division's awful. You want to talk about the stat you threw in the rundown this morning? The Pacific Division combined this Friday and Saturday. 12-0.
Okay, let me read off the scores. So,
wait, nice job. Not rehearsed.
So, Friday, the scores. So it all started with the Nashville Predators beating the Seattle Kraken 3-1 in Nashville.
Damn.
Then the Utah Mammoth beating the Vegas Golden Knights 4-0 in Vegas.
Utah's a team to watch.
Yeah. And then
they get hot right now. Their path, which will
shit.
Oh, my knee. Okay. Their path right now would be, which we'll get into, it's actually not that bad of a path.
Yeah. And then the dog-ass Florida Panthers beat the Edmonton Oilers in Edmonton 3-0. I don't think Tristan Jarry was in net.
He wasn't.
No, it had to have been Ingram.
Yeah.
And then
the Panthers, I'll tell you what, next year's going to be deadly.
Oh, God.
That whole team's coming back from injury or...
Are they the Chiefs of the NHL?
No, because I actually like them.
Yeah.
I actually like them. I like Brady. I like...
Matthew. It's Matthew.
Oh, sorry. I always get that confused. I like Matthew. I like... I don't mind Brad Marchand in Florida.
Yeah. Barkov when he's alive.
Yeah. And I like their goalie.
Yeah. If Bob stays, that's the question, because he's an unrestricted free agent.
I think he's going to stay. They'll figure out a deal, and he's at the point of his career that he can take a hometown get discount.
Yeah.
And go for his, third cup?
Ridiculous. Anyways, continuing on Friday, the Buffalo Sabres, the Wagon Sabres, beat the San Jose Sharks in San Jose 5-0.
If you would have talked to me 8 months ago, so around that time, that the Buffalo Sabres would be a wagon, at March 23rd at 2:33 p.m., I would have said you're so full of shit. And I am the same person who picked the Penguins to be second in our division. And you guys all laughed at me. I'm putting that out there right now. The entire crew that was here, it was half a shift. Don't remember which ones were on that day.
It was Megan and Jake.
Okay, Megan and Jake laughed at me. You laughed at me because you didn't believe me. Now look where we are. Again, I'm not just a football guy.
And then the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Vancouver Canucks 6-2 in Vancouver. That's not a surprise.
No.
But then the Philadelphia Flyers beat the LA Kings 4-3 in LA.
That's surprising.
Great. But that's just Friday. Saturday, the Nashville Predators beat the Vegas Golden Knights in Nashville 4-1. The Columbus Blue Jackets beat the Seattle Kraken 5-2 in Columbus. The Buffalo Sabres beat the LA Kings 4-1 in LA.
Yeah.
The St. Louis Blues beat the Vancouver Canucks 3-1 in Vancouver.
Whew.
The Philadelphia Flyers beat the San Jose Sharks 4-1 in San Jose.
That's shocking.
And the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Edmonton Oilers 5-2 in Edmonton.
That's not shocking.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? All right, and then last around the league, this is just dumb.
Yeah, it was a bad play.
Panthers forward A.J. Greer has been suspended 3 games for
Not
boarding.
gonna lie to you, when I first read that this morning, I read A.J. Green, and I had to look at that 4 times. Isaac, Green played football. What are you talking about?
Yeah, A.J. Greer has been suspended 3 games for boarding against Calgary, against Connor Zary. I'm guessing you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. It was bad.
Yeah, it was head went first into the board.
Yeah, you just can't do that at this point of the year in general.
Yeah.
You just can't do that overall.
Hey.
All right, you ready?
Playoff
pitcher update.
All right, let's go for it.
Can't take the East and you take the West?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, you want to start with the East?
Yeah.
Okay. Starting off in the East, for your round 1 matchups would be Buffalo D1 for the Atlantic.
Yeah.
And then versus the first seed wild card team, Boston Bruins. That series will not be pretty.
Nope.
And then second in the Atlantic will be the Tampa Bay Lightning taking on Montreal, who's third in that division.
That would be a fucking great series.
I would love that. That's a 7-game series, in my opinion.
Yeah, probably.
All right, now let's go over to our side of the East. Carolina will play the Islanders, as the Islanders are the second wild card, and Carolina's on top of our division.
Yeah, and would win the East.
I tell you what, I can see that series going either way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
If Sorokin gets hot.
Yeah. If he gets hot, I can see that going either way.
Yeah.
Now, round it out for the first time in 3 years? 4? God, it's been that long. Our entire time in college?
Yeah, they haven't made the playoffs since our senior year of high school.
Oh, my God. First off, we're getting old. The Pittsburgh Penguins, second in the Metro, as I predicted, will take on the third place in our division, which nobody predicted, the Columbus Blue Jackets.
What can a coaching change do? Everything.
Exactly.
So, if we didn't have dumb-ass seeding, this would be how the playoffs would work. So the Canes would still play the Islanders.
Yes.
But then it would be Sabres Blue Jackets at the 2 versus 7.
Ooh.
And then it would be us without home ice advantage against the Lightning.
I don't want that either.
No. And then it would be Montreal Boston.
That would be, it's an original 6 team series. That would have been sick.
But we have this dumbass seeding.
Hey. We have home ice advantage, okay?
That's true. All right. And then the West. So right now, it would be Colorado, who's already clinched, probably going to get the President's Trophy, going to finish number 1 in the West, would take on the Nashville Predators in a playoff spot in 2026.
That's how bad the West is.
After Barry Trotz said he was going to resign. What the fuck? How is this possible? How is this legal? How is this anything? Oh, my God. And then, probably the best series of the first round.
Yeah.
Dallas, Minnesota.
Yeah.
They're going to kill each other.
Yes.
They're going to kill each other.
Yes. It's going to be very physical. Be very happy.
And then, the Anaheim Ducks would win the Pacific Division. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
And they would play the Utah Mammoth
Low-key a dark horse. My dark horse out of the West.
Yeah.
Not to make the cup, but to make a little run.
You need Vemelka to be hot as fuck.
Yeah, and then you also... Coley got to stay good.
Yeah.
There's a lot that has to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for Utah. This is their first time. Granted, do I like their name? No. Do I like how they got the Utah in the first place? Hell no.
Justice for Arizona.
Yeah, I think Arizona deserves a team, and they're hungry for a team right now. They didn't realize how good they had it. Now, do I hate the Mammoths name? Yeah. Just for the comedy effect that the Storm and Mormons would have been.
And then the Vegas Golden Knights would have home ice advantage over the very dead Edmonton Oilers.
I can see Tristan Jarry fall flat on his face in the playoffs.
Well,
on national television.
There's no way they're going to start him in the playoffs.
On national television, it could happen.
They're not going to
sign me up.
They're not going to start him.
Sign me up.
I don't understand why they haven't waived him and called Calvin Pickard up.
It's been Tristan Jarry's back-to-back years getting waived. That would happen.
And he was that good to begin the season.
He was a former All-Star, by the way.
Yep. 2-time All-Star.
That's insane. All right. You ready to get out of the puck?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's jump to NFL. Yes, the NFL is back for another segment because we got a big signing today, which I didn't think was going to happen that early this morning. But JSN, Jackson Smith Najigba, probably the most useless receiver in the Super Bowl, in my opinion, besides Stephon Diggs. He signed a 4-year, $168 million contract with $120 of it guaranteed. He is now officially the highest paid receiver in the NFL.
Damn.
The Bengals are going like this. Thank you for doing this after we sign our receivers.
Yeah.
I don't mind the contract. I like it. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Offensive Player of the Year. You're part of the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks.
And it's back at full volume.
Yeah, we're back.
It didn't blow out
Thank God.
last week.
Last week it probably blew out.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't mind the contract. It needed to be done. Now, did I hate that this came at the sacrifice of Kenneth Walker? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should have found a way to sign them both? Yeah. Did they have the money to sign them both? Not really.
No.
But
am I pissed that Kenneth Walker went to
Dude,
the fucking Chiefs of all teams?
Yes. Because I really like Kenneth Walker. And he will be one of my draft picks this year in fantasy football.
Are you playing fantasy baseball this year?
Yeah, I'm already. I'm in the Point Park League.
I'm not even doing it. I'm just like, this.
I'm doing it. Let's see if I actually pay attention to it this year or not.
That's what I always do. I just stop paying attention.
All right, you ready to talk about some mock drafts? We are back with mock drafts again.
Oh, yeah.
T-Lane Grace mock drafts 2.0 post free agency, post scouting combine. And we're starting the pro days coming up soon.
Yep.
We just had Penn State's. Georgia's is happening soon.
I think Vandy just had theirs.
Yeah, which who cares? Because Diego Pavio's not going to get drafted.
Nope.
Because he is a head case.
He's a dumbass.
And he's awful. I'm just putting it out there. He's awful. He's not an NFL quarterback. Barely a college quarterback. I just got lucky a lot of times. But anyways, let's get started with our draft picks. Isaac, since you are drafting live, what's your first overall pick, buddy?
Easy. His name is Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah. There's a song, not about him, but there is a song with his name in it. Yeah, I agree. Mendoza's go number 1.
Yeah. It's easy.
Yes. At number 2, Isaac, who do you have?
I'm going to go Reuben Bain Jr.
I like that pick. I have a Buckeye going here. Not the Buckeye you think. I have a receiver going second overall in this year's draft. I have Carnell Tate going to the Jets.
Wow.
They need a receiver. They need offense. Offense.
Yeah.
And more offense.
With some extra offense.
Yeah. And guess what? They ordered an extra side of offense. Number 3, let's go to the dumpster fire called the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah. I'm having them take Arvell Reese.
I have the same exact pick, and everyone's like, but guys, they don't have a quarterback. No quarterback's worth the third overall pick in this year's draft.
Yeah.
I am wavering on even allowing 2 of them in this draft class in the first round. And that's not normal for me because I'll take a quarterback over anything.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, especially if your starter right now is Jacoby Brissett or Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
Because Minshew Mania will be fun in Arizona.
Yeah. Minshew Mania off a torn ACL, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I think they just hunker down and deal with it for another bad year. Sorry, Austin Carnes.
Yeah.
It's going to be another rough year for you.
Yeah.
But it's okay. You can get Arch Manning next year. Fun way to look at it.
Yeah.
All right, with the 4th overall pick, it's the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to go here. I haven't taken a halfback here. I'm taking Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame.
And he will be loved. Yeah, that one's pretty easy.
Yeah, that one's
If
pretty
he's
easy.
available right there, this team is desperate for a good back.
On top of that, you can find and run a good RPO system
Yeah.
with Cam Ward and Jeremiah Love. Plug any ordinary receiver. Which, by the way, PFF, update your graphic, please. Okay, I want the new logo in there.
Yeah.
I don't want the old one.
It does look kind of sick.
Ooh, I love the new logo.
I can't wait to see the jerseys.
They're already out. It's the Blues.
Oh, I need to look at them then.
Yeah, it's the baby Blues. They're back, Isaac.
Yeah.
But anyways, I love the fact that this could be a chance. Because not even that, you get an explosive back out of Love. You also free up the option for read options for Cam Ward. And if you get Cam Ward's legs moving, watch out.
Yeah.
So, I love that pick. I think it's not going to do too much for this team. This team is still hot ass with Robert Saleh as their head coach.
By the way, with the Maroon 5, She Will Be Loved. I know it's She Will Be Loved in the actual song. Don't come at me. It was just how to phrase it for
this pick.
Yeah.
And not copyrighted.
Yeah.
Nice job. All right.
I did have an acapella perfect pitch copyrighted once.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, let's go number 5. He likes to be called this way. That's why I'm calling it this way. Vega Imani, guard out of Penn State.
I'm going to go Sonny Styles, linebacker out of Ohio State.
I have him a little later, but it makes sense where I have him going. I think Imani will not drop outside the top 6.
Yeah.
And Mel Kiper saying that he's going to us, dumb move.
Yeah.
Like, why? He's not going to fall.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, let's go to the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, these fuckers.
Their first pick of the first round.
This
is weird. This is a weird year for the draft.
So weird.
Multiple teams have
and I don't think
first-round picks.
And I don't think we're done with trades. I think we might see like a couple draft day trades.
We're going to see it. It's going to make my job a living hell on draft day.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, but anyways, it's going to make our jobs a living hell because you're going to be in my ear the entire time. So.
Am I actually?
Yeah, because aren't you.
Researcher.
Yeah. So you're going to be in my ear the entire time. I'll find a way to get an AirPod so you're in my ear so you can talk to me.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, I wish we had talk back, but that's a whole different discussion. All right. I haven't taken Francis
Magoa
out of Miami.
I have the same exact thing.
They need offensive line help.
Get like an entire offensive line.
Especially if Deshaun, don't make the joke, Watson comes back.
To catch a predator?
Yeah.
Hey, just be glad I didn't make the one that was worse.
Yeah, you're right. Well, anyways.
That one's actually usable.
But they need help, especially with a guy coming off an Achilles injury, or even having, it's my time, Mr. Coach's son,
Shedeur Sanders. That guy.
Yeah,
Or Dylan Gabriel.
Or Dylan Gabriel. One of them three, you cannot have a bad offensive
Who's just
line.
the forgotten child.
I know, I feel bad for him. All right, let's go to the Commanders. I have him taking a defensive player here.
I think I'm going to go the same.
I have Caleb Downs, safety of Ohio State, coming in.
Exactly. That's what I did. Yeah.
It makes the most sense for them.
And I swear I'm not looking at your
Back away. I think they need safety help. They need backfield help, which they haven't had the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go down to the Bayou. New Orleans.
Yeah. This one's kind of hard.
This one was easy for me. I have him going defensive player here.
I don't. I have him going receiver.
I have him taking Sonny Styles, linebacker out of Ohio State.
That's a good pick for them. I have him also going OSU. I have him taking Carnell Tate here.
This is where you have Tate going.
Yeah.
So far, it's 4 Buckeyes picked in the top 10.
For me, is that the same? Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go.
We don't we just love a great Buckeyes draft?
Yeah, we do look at a good Buckeyes draft. But sadly, I have no Gamecocks to talk about this week.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see if you draft one.
We'll see.
But I wish we had the Gamecocks to talk about. All right, let's go to the Kansas City Chiefs. Coming off of a great year for NFL fans. I don't have them taking an offensive player here.
I don't either.
I have an edge rusher. This is the first edge rusher taken.
Okay, I have a corner.
I had Reuben Bain Jr. out of Miami going here.
Yeah, I had him going like stupid early. I have him taking Mansour Delane here.
Yeah.
I think they should just get the secondary help since they lost all of their corners.
Yeah.
All of them. Mostly to the Rams.
The entire corners went to the Rams. All right, let's go to the Bengals. And what do they need, Isaac?
Everything.
Defense.
O-line.
Defense. And guess what? A side of defense with a little on-the-house side of offensive line.
Yeah.
So I haven't taken Caden McDonald out of Ohio State.
I have him taking Dylan Thieneman out of safety out of Oregon.
I like that pick too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I have him going a little later. I had Dylan going like before 20.
Yeah.
In like that little like 10 to 20 area. All right, let's go to Miami. Team that gave up their entire roster in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. I have him going receiver.
I also have him going receiver, and this is where I have
Mekhi Lemon?
Yeah, Mekhi Lemon out of USC.
Yeah, same.
He's the second best receiver in this class.
Yeah.
Behind Carnell Tate. He does it all. And yes, his injuries are a little scary. But honestly, if he does have a little bit of an injury problem coming into the season, Miami's the team that can afford it.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go to the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going edge.
I'm taking cornerback here.
Okay.
I have Mansour Delaney out of LSU.
I have David Bailey, edge rusher out of Texas Tech.
I also love that pick. I have him going late. I think I do. Yeah. No, actually. Yeah, no, I have him not late, but coming up soon. All right, let's go to the Rams, who on PFF still says they need a quarterback.
It doesn't here anymore.
For me, it did.
That's weird.
Yeah, they don't need a quarterback or a receiver. They need offensive line help, especially in the tackle position.
Yep.
So this is where I have from Utah.
Yep.
A Mormon. Tackle, Spencer.
Nah, we should keep the Mormon thing for BYU.
Yeah, they're still Utah.
Yeah, that's true.
Spencer Fano.
Yep, tackle out of Utah. Yeah, I have the same thing.
Alrighty, you ready to get down to Baltimore?
All right.
Let's go to Ratbirds.
Great.
And with a depleted linebacker group, I have him taking C.J. Allen, linebacker out of Georgia.
Okay. I have them taking Olia Vavega Ione, guard out of Penn State.
Good job. I like that pick
Yeah.
for them. They need offensive line help.
They need a ton of offensive
Yeah,
line
they
help.
just lost their center. So they have a lot of work to do on that side.
Yeah.
All right, number 15.
Why does it say they need a tight end?
I don't know.
Because they have Kate Otten. They re-signed Otten.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
Now, could I have went offensive line here? Probably.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I went
I didn't
on the
either.
opposite side of the ball.
Yeah.
I went edge rusher, David Bailey out of Texas Tech.
Okay, that makes sense for them. I actually went...
Him paired with Kalijah Cansey, that 1-2 combo is going to be great.
Yeah. I have him taking C.J. Allen, linebacker out of Georgia.
I like that. Alrighty. With the 16 overall pick, taking Indianapolis in that Gardner Johnson? No.
No.
Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, it was on the Sauce Gardner trade.
Sauce Gardner trade from the... That was for what? Trade deadline that happened? I have the Jets doing a Jets thing. Taking a quarterback out of Alabama, Ty Simpson.
Yeah. Yeah. I almost had them taking Nessmeyer. But...
No, I think Ty Simpson's the better quarterback overall between them two.
Yeah.
Nessmeyer, I wouldn't mind us taking a flyer on in the 5th round or the 4th round.
Yeah.
But,
Some desperate team will take him like 2nd or 3rd round.
yeah,
Some desperate
there's
team.
some desperate teams out there.
Yeah. All right. Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions. Bum, 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 bum. All right, they need offensive line help, and I have taken a tackle. Moreau
Same.
Freeland.
Yep.
Out of Georgia.
Yeah, same here. God, we have so many.
Similar picks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You are cheating.
No, I am
I'm
not.
fully convinced you're cheating.
I am not cheating for shit.
I haven't even given you any of my prep update for this. So don't you be trying to hack in my laptop and figure this shit out, Isaac, okay?
You think I could do that?
I don't know. But anyways, let's go to 18. Let's go to Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Alrighty, I am taking safety. This is where I have Dylan
Dynaman.
Thiedemann. Dylan Thiedemann out of Oregon.
I also have him taking a safety out of the MAC conference. This is where I have
Nation, baby.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren out of Toledo heading.
Oh my God.
I don't think
That's
it's
a nice pick. That's a good pick, Isaac.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go to Dallas. No, sorry. Carolina.
I'm going tight end.
I have a receiver.
Ooh.
I have Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State going here.
That makes sense. I have him taking Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon.
That's a good pick for them.
They need a tight end badly.
Yeah, but also they don't use tight end as often.
Yeah.
So that's why I wouldn't mind them taking Jordan Tyson, giving
Because I know...
Bryce Young
Do they
another.
still have Tommy Tremble?
No.
No.
I don't think they do. All right, let's go to Dallas.
Oh, boy.
Caleb Banks,
Jermon McCoy.
D lineman out of Florida.
Okay. Yeah. Jermon McCoy, cornerback out of Tennessee.
That's a good one.
Go Vols.
I have him late in the 1st round.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go to the pick that everybody at home is wondering what we'll do now. So since we talked to you about our mock drafts, Steelers have got a receiver in Michael Pittman Jr.,
Yeah.
a running back, a very good running back, by the way.
And it still says we need a fucking running back.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. So what do we need, Isaac?
Offensive line.
Offensive line help, but where? I haven't taken guard. Emmanuel Pregnon?
You said guard.
Guard out of Oregon.
Pregnon, I think.
Yeah. Guard out of Oregon.
Okay.
We need, especially with the loss of Isaac Sayamalu, which the fact that we lost him is the most mind-boggling thing in the world.
I know.
We shouldn't have lost him.
No, there's no way. I have him taking Blake Miller, tackle out of Clemson.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Because yes, you need to do a lot of O-line. You don't need to take a quarterback this early.
No, you don't.
Do not take Nessmeyer at 21.
You will see me crash out on sideline. You will see me crash out. Like, I will lose my shit.
Or trade the pick for a quarterback.
No, I think that's really stupid to do.
Maybe not trade the first round pick, but
Maybe a third,
yeah.
but not a first.
No.
I would like us to stay home at 21 or even trade up to get a guy.
Yeah.
But it has to be on the O-line, tackle or guard.
Yeah.
You ready to go to the Chargers?
The Chargers.
I haven't taken receiver out of Indiana.
Okay.
Omar Cooper Jr., who I think is, yes, he's projected as the third best.
Yeah.
I think down the road he's going to have a really damn good career.
Yeah. I also have him going receiver. This is where I have Jordan Tyson going,
Yeah.
which I think, I mean, the Chargers in drafting receivers has worked out some of the time, and then some of the time
It's been off.
it has Quentin Johnston.
Yes. All right, you ready to go to 23?
Yeah.
Let's go to Philly. The Eagles are going to take a tackle, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Blake Miller out of Clemson.
You have him going to Philly.
I have him going to Philly.
I have him going edge rusher. I have him taking Akeem Messidor, edge rusher, out of Miami.
They need more O-line help than they do edge.
I know, but they still need some edge help.
Yeah.
So,
Let's go to Cleveland.
Jesus.
With their second pick.
What do you do with this fucking team?
Well, I have them taking offensive lineman again.
I have him taking a receiver.
I had Chase Bisontis, a guard out of Texas A&M.
Where is it?
Right, just look at it.
Bisontis, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have him taking Omar Cooper Jr. out of Indiana.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't see him flying past the Chargers, though. I think if you're coming from a Kirk Cinetti type of offense, damn, you're gonna love a Harbaugh offense.
Yeah.
And I don't think Harbaugh is gonna let him go.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I don't know why it says the Bears need a center because they traded for Garrett Bradbury.
I don't think they updated that.
Jesus Christ, PFF.
All right. I have the Bears going safety here.
I have them going D-line.
I have this safety out of the MAC conference.
Okay.
MAC Nation, stand up for yourself here with Emmanuel McNeil Ward. Safety out of Toledo.
Yeah. I have him taking Caden McDonald, D-line out of Ohio State.
I like that. I have him early, but I think early is the better spot for him in Cincinnati than he is with the Bears.
Yeah.
So, all right, you ready to go to Bills?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, they made a trade. No, they signed him, right? Or did they trade for him? Darnell Mooney. Not Darnell, DJ Mooney. Or
DJ Moore.
Moore, sorry.
They traded for him.
I'm having a split headache. It's not fun right now. So, PFF says they don't need a receiver. Some other teams don't say they don't need a receiver. I disagree.
Yeah.
I have them taking KC What's up with these Texas A&M names?
Concepcion.
Concepcion, receiver out of Texas A&M, who on Bleacher Report says this is their best option at 26. The Bills are so hard to draft for this
They're
year.
so hard. Fuck it. I'm going to have them take Emmanuel Pregnon, guard out of Oregon.
That's a good one.
They do need some guards.
They do need guards. But Josh Allen needs another weapon.
That's true. He needs, like, all the weapons he can get.
Receiver weapons.
Yeah.
He has a good running back and a really good tight end duo.
Yeah, we'll see how Joe Brady utilizes those.
I think Joe Brady will.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to go to the 49ers or the electrical company?
The electrical substation that's killing all their players.
The fact that that's even a storyline is insane.
Oh, my God.
All right, I haven't taken an edge rusher here.
I do, too.
I have Akeem Mestor out of Miami.
Okay, I have Keldrick Falk, edge rusher out of Auburn.
Love that pick. Underrated in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, ready to go to Houston?
Oh, God, this team is a disaster to draft for.
I have him taking defensive line. Peter Woods, Clemson.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to have him take Caleb Banks
That's a good one.
out of Florida.
That's a very
How
good
is he
pick.
ranked 32nd? Damn.
I know.
That's crazy. All right.
Kansas City,
Ew.
receiver for me.
Edge.
I haven't taken Denzel Boston out of Washington.
I'm taking Cassius Howell. Edge
Think-
out of A&M.
Reason I have Denzel so low, his drop problem is a little scary. He drops the ball a decent amount.
Yeah, he does.
Let's go to 30. Let's go to Miami. I have him taking a guard.
I'm taking a corner.
I have Keelan Rutledge, guard out of Georgia Tech.
I have Avion Terrell, corner out of Clemson.
Nice pick. Let's go to New England.
All right. You need some O-line.
Yeah, and I haven't taken tackle.
I do too.
Caden Proctor.
Yep.
Out of Bama.
Yeah. That's a pretty easy pick for me.
Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
Yeah.
All right, now for your 32nd overall pick and your rating. Defending. Undisputed Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, there's no real good running backs that you can take here.
No.
I'm going to have him go edge.
I haven't taken corner. Dramon McCoy out of your Tennessee Volunteers.
Ah, okay.
I have him rounding out the first round.
All right. I have them taking T.J. Parker, edge out of Clemson.
I love that. It's a good pick. Alrighty, well, that was our mock draft. Before we dive into baseball with a special guest, which should be on his way soon, which we'll call him in about a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go to our March Madness brackets.
Yeah. So, as far as the round of 64, we both finished pretty decent. We had a hard. First off, TCU for the heart attack. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That I don't like that. Oh, that's the women's. Did you make a women's bracket?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I don't know how. I haven't looked at it because I'm in 3 grids for the men's, and I don't
You're Hawkeye on that.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah. So Duke, stop it. You need to be better than how you played against Siena.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You kicked the shit out of TCU, so I don't understand what's going on with you. TCU for the heart attack. I hate you, but you got me the win, so yeah. St. John's, goated pick in both the 64 and the 32.
Agreed.
Kansas. Oh, you are lucky. Louisville, yeah. Which one of you was it? You or Matt that said South Florida?
I think it was. I can pull it up right here. It was me. I had South Florida.
Yeah. Louisville.
Yeah, say what you want, but who's right about Tristan Jari?
All right, that doesn't matter here.
That does matter, okay? That matters to me.
Yeah, and then Michigan State. Give it to me.
Yeah,
Give it to me. Yes, I have Michigan State going to the Final Four.
that's insane. I don't have them beating UConn.
Well, I don't know.
UConn just pulverized UCLA.
My one Final Four match is fucked because Florida. Go fuck yourselves.
No. You want to know why my Final Four is completely screwed? No, better yet. You want to know why my national championship is screwed right now? Because some team that likes to say hook 'em decided to play good basketball against the third best team in this fucking bracket in Gonzaga, okay? I am at my girlfriend's house watching this game, and when I saw them miss this 3, decided to hold on to the fucking basketball and not put some points off, down by 6, I mind you, where they could easily tie the game up. They decided to say, oh, we don't know how to play basketball anymore, and held on to the basketball.
Oh, my God.
God, it's frustrating. Oh, sorry, I had to let it out. I had to let the crash out happen, okay?
Yeah, the UCF pick wasn't so great.
Oh, yeah. How did that go, buddy?
It was 4 points, so yeah.
But anyways, if you want to know how we stand, we're doing pretty good in each other's brackets right now in our groups.
Yeah.
Right now, at my work league, I am second with 90% right. I am first in a family league. I am third in Pioneer Sideline.
Yeah. I am second in Pioneer Sideline, and I am first in my 2 other groups.
And you know what? People say that we don't know basketball.
Yeah.
We're pretty damn smart, Isaac.
Also, I would like to invite you to laugh at the person's champion who went out first day. Quinter.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
Not
Alrighty. Well, for right now, we're going to take a small little break to coordinate with our guest that's supposed to come on.
And then it's opening day.
It's opening day time.
Let's fucking get it.
Welcome to Thielet Graves Podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And we are back from my break, and now joining us is Nathan Schivins from the We Are Family Podcast. Nathan, why don't you go ahead and explain the We Are Family Podcast and everything you do?
Oh, thank you guys for having me on. Yeah, the We Are Family Podcast started it almost 2 years ago now, and we just talk Pittsburgh sports. We talk football, NFL, college football, a lot of baseball. We're going to get into a ton of baseball, I know, on this episode here, but we were going to talk a lot of baseball going forward. And then just whatever's going on in the world of sports, but particularly with a Pittsburgh theme to it and Pittsburgh-centric. So we've had the honor of having some really cool guests on recently. If you want to check those out, we had some people from 93.7 on recently. Kevin Gorman from The Trib was on last episode. So if you'd like to check them out, they're on our YouTube channel at We Are Family Pittsburgh Sports Podcast. So thank you for letting me plug the podcast here. Excited to be on.
Yeah, of course. We'll let you guys plug on our podcast at any time.
Thank you.
Yeah, we had Jake Bell on last year to do this.
Yes, we did. So we had to get the other one on. Well, 2 out of 3 we had to get on.
Yeah.
All right, let's get. So what we brought him on to do is to project the rest of the MLB, talk about some Pirate baseball, where you see the Pirates going on this year, and whatever else we decide to yap about while we're talking. So kind of fly by the seat of our pants to see how it goes. Let's get started with predictions around the league. Let's go to the AL East to get started. You can get started.
Yeah, we'll start with the Baltimore Orioles. I think my main reaction from this offseason is Adley Rutschman's still here.
Yeah.
That shocked the hell out of me.
Well, he was obviously the number 1 pick. I mean, he's been the Orioles' kind of prized possession for a long time. He hasn't hit like the Orioles or really all of baseball thought he would.
Yeah.
His defense has been improved, but they're an interesting team in 2026 because they didn't have the year they wanted last season. But if you look at how they ended really strong.
Yeah, and now with Pete Alonso.
And now you bring in Pete Alonso, you fortify the rotation a little bit. I wish they did a little more. But now that offense is looking ferocious once again. And the AL East, I'll tell you what, is really good again.
It's going to be
this
a
season.
strong division.
Very good, strong division.
Yeah.
All right, where do you rank them in the top 5 for the AL?
I'm going to start
AL East.
I'm going to start at 5. I'm going to put Tampa at 5. That doesn't say much about Tampa, more so about the strength of the division. I think Tampa's going to win 80 games or so again this season. I know they sold off a bunch of pieces this offseason, but they just are a well-oiled machine. You look at their talent, and you're like, what is this? This is not a good team, and then they end up winning 80-plus games. So I think, but I just don't see a world where they finish ahead of Toronto or the Yankees or Boston or Baltimore. So I'm gonna have Tampa at 5. Number 4, this is really tough. It really is. I'll go Boston 4, and that may surprise. I don't know. Their rotation's really good now. This is tough. This is the first time I'm thinking about this because I mean Boston's rotation's really strong. I love their offense, but who do you put at 4? Oh man. We'll say Boston for the purpose of this because I think Baltimore is going to make a leap this year.
Yeah.
But I think you could see 4 teams from the AL East making the playoffs in 2026. So this isn't an indictment on Boston. I don't know where to rank these teams. You can't put Toronto 4. I mean, after where they were at, the Yankees are the Yankees. I just can't see the Yankees being 4.
No.
And I'm higher on Baltimore.
I am a little low on New York, but not that low.
I mean, you could make an argument for New York. I mean, they're going with a 4-man rotation. They announced the start of the
That's
season.
just insane.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
You don't see that too often anymore.
no, you don't. You don't. Usually see 6-man a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you got Judge and everything, but you're relying on Grisham to, replicate what he did last season. Some of these other guys, Jazz Chisholm and everything. I just think the Yankees, if the Yankees finish 4th, all crap is going to break loose in the Bronx. So I'm going to put Boston 4. I don't feel good about that whatsoever, but this is very tentative. But because I think they have a really strong roster, but there's just something about them every year where they've just been mid for a while now, and even last season, losing to the Yankees in the wild card round, and they were an afterthought. So we'll go Boston 4 and Baltimore 3. I'm gonna have Baltimore 3. I love the Pete Alonso edition. The Orioles needed to be aggressive this offseason. And they were, and they fortified the rotation a little bit. It'll be interesting to see if Trevor Rogers for Baltimore, he was great last season out of nowhere. Can he replicate that? He has a low to mid-90s fastball and other stuff that's less than spectacular. So we'll see if he can replicate that. But if he can, Baltimore is going to be really scary. So I'll put them 3. 2, I'll have the Yankees, and 1, I'm going to have Toronto. The Yankees, I just think that offense, you know what you're going to get from them. I think they're always a strong regular season team. It's always the playoffs where they have issues because their depth is a big concern. I think it is this year as well. GM Brian Cashman, they are running it back here.
Brian Cashman or our Brian Cashman?
Well, it's the same guy, actually, quite frankly. They're running it back basically with the same team. Very few additions. You bring back Bellinger, obviously, which was necessary. I think they're a quality team again, but you like to see them add to that rotation, so maybe they could actually have a 5-man rotation. I don't know, maybe a novel concept. And their bullpen. I think they lost Luke Weaver. They lost Devin Williams out of the back end of that bullpen. So there are a lot of questions with the Yankees. Maybe I should have them lower, but for the purpose of this, I'll have them second. I'll have the Blue Jays first. I mean, obviously they were 2 outs and out away from the World Series last season, and they got a lot better this offseason.
They just announced they extended manager John Snyder and I believe their GM as well.
Okay, yeah,
which is
very well deserved. Move. Yeah, well deserved. And they got the guy the Pirates were looking at, the Japanese player. I'm forgetting his name now. It was so early in the offseason.
Okamoto.
Yeah.
Oh, was that when we were in the Kyle Schwarber talks too?
Yeah, it was like the Kyle Schwarber.
Pete Alonso.
Yeah. But that one felt like it could happen.
Yeah.
And Toronto swooped in and signed him. They paid big on Cody Ponce, didn't they? I'm pretty certain Cody Ponce from I
think so.
He was great overseas, and they paid a lot for him.
Who's a pitcher they paid a lot?
Yeah, and they also paid for Dylan. They got Dylan Cease.
Dylan Cease, that was it. They brought back Max Scherzer.
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago. Yeah, so look, their offense is going to be really strong again, and they fortified their pitching even more. They were just in the World Series, and it was it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a fluke. They were toe to toe with the Dodgers.
Yeah,
and they were this close to winning it all.
It's just the Dodgers are the Dodgers.
Yes, they are.
That's literally all it is.
I think it would be disrespectful for me not to have them as the favorites in the division. I think they are the favorites going into the season.
Yeah.
But that is my AL East right now. Don't ask me about it. Tomorrow I'll have a completely different answer. I don't like putting Boston 4, especially because I think their roster's overall better than New York at 2. But again, these teams are going to be neck and neck in this season.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Tampa at 5 as well. That's a pretty easy one for me. I'll go. I still think the other three are stronger than Baltimore, so I'm going to go Baltimore at 4. And then I'll go the Yanks at 3, Boston at 2, and Toronto to win the division.
So I'm gonna agree with you all, with both of you guys. Not Toronto. Tampa Bay is the worst team in this division, so they're gonna be at 5.
Yeah.
This is where we're gonna differ. I'm actually gonna put the Yanks at 4.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because look, if we're being honest, like you mentioned, the Red Sox roster is stronger than the Yankees. Baltimore's gonna make that leap this year, and then the Blue Jays. I mean, they're probably my favorite to win this year. Just overall, I think they added much needed pieces that they would have had last year. I could have saw them winning in those 2 outs they had left.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to go New York at 4, Boston at 3, because I just think they're just not all the way there to go above either Baltimore or definitely not the Blue Jays. But I don't think they have enough yet or old enough yet to make that little leap. But they're going to be a dark horse team. If they're hot in the playoffs, that's a team you don't want to be hot.
Oh, no, yeah.
And then I'm going Baltimore at 2 because when you have Toronto in that division, Toronto's going to be on top. It's going to be one of those things that, like, Baltimore's going to be a really good team just in a really good division with a team that's probably going to have way better stats than everyone's giving them. Right now in MLB, they have the Blue Jays as a wild card team.
Wow.
So I don't agree with that at all.
I think they should get the benefit of the doubt
Agreed.
going into the season. But I could see any of those top 4 honestly winning the division. I'm not going to give it to Toronto, just saying like it's there, but I feel like it is theirs to lose. They were the best team last year, and they got better than really anybody in that division still. But maybe I'm starting to second guess not having the Yankees lower, but I just feel like the Yankees. I don't know. I just feel like that brand, like if they're 4th, I don't know, but
now, if you are the Yankees, it's another mediocre to lower year. Do you fire the manager?
Boone?
If they lose in the division series or the wild card again, I'm surprised he's still there.
Me
honestly.
too.
It's been years. I mean, they wanted to fire him after they lost to the Dodgers in the World Series.
You don't fire a coach after you lose in the championship series.
Well, he made some poor decisions.
And then also in the World Series, it's probably the worst World Series I've ever watched.
Yeah, they didn't have a chance.
No.
They were. I mean, why didn't they have a chance? Because he put in Nestor Cortez in Game 1 in that big
Agreed.
spot, and Nestor Cortez, I don't care if it's left on left, should never have been in that spot. So,
Wow.
But yeah, the AL East is going to be really fun to watch. Probably I would say easily the most fun division to watch in terms of competitiveness. And
Probably.
Yeah, we'll see. But hey, Tampa will be feisty. You know they're going to be feisty.
No, there isn't
They're
going to
be 5th, but they're going to be. They'll steal some games, and they could have an impact on the order of who wins the AL East.
There's not going to be one disaster class team in this division. Not one.
No. Well, I mean, I can see if it is going to be a team. I can see either Yankees being that team, or I can see Tampa Bay being that team. Because each of those have pieces that can ultimately blow up. I mean, we just got done watching the Classic where Judge looked the worst he's looked his entire career.
Oh, yeah.
So one thing about baseball is all about streaks. And he's going to start off the year. I don't think he's going to start off the year that hot. I think he's going to have a terrible year hitting, but his feelings will be up to par because his arm is back. I mean, we saw that twice go in the third, and at least the semifinals and the finals. So his defense is going to be there, but you need more offense out of Judge than you do defense. And I think without the offense coming from Judge, that doesn't spark the team's offense to keep rolling. So that's why I don't feel Yankees doing all that much this year.
And it's like, Volpe, we're still not all the way on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees fans don't like him. You got to have another Bellinger season, a good season. You got Jazz Chisholm needs to perform. There needs to be some lineup depth behind Judge, especially if he isn't what he's been the last few years. If this WBC performance is a little more closer to where he is actually right now. So, hey, I won't be complaining if they're 4th, but for Brian Cashman's sake, I hope they're a little better.
Hey, he at least has the the Pens playing good right now. Okay, let's give him that.
Yeah, and his Raiders had a good
Off season. All right,
They did, yeah.
let's go to the Central, arguably the worst division.
I don't know about that.
Not in baseball, but in the AL.
In the AL, probably.
It's probably the worst division. Yeah, I mean, top to bottom, there won't be like I don't think whoever wins is gonna be near what Toronto would be or the Mariners at full strength.
No.
But hey, Detroit last season was the best team in baseball up until the turn to July, and then everything just fell off a cliff for them. And they were playing so well, so we'll see here. But yeah, and it's perennially one of the worst divisions. There's not as much money in the AL Central, and but that might change soon with this salary cap and this potential lockout coming next season. So
before we continue, how do you feel about that? Do you want a cap or do you want a floor? Because I've heard rumors of both.
Well, they've said if there's a cap, there's going to be a floor that comes with it automatically. And so I would be in favor of that. I think it would help the players, most of the players. I think you see the people complaining, are the best players in baseball, and a guy like Brent Rooker who just got paid a bunch of money, for the Players Association. I think it brings up the salaries of the guys that have to make $850K. Paul Skeens is making next to nothing right now, and in a salary cap system, you would be making more.
God, he is gonna get such a bag.
He will, and Connor Griffin's gonna get a bag.
Oh,
I think that's gonna be sooner. Well, we'll talk about it. I think it's gonna be sooner than later.
There's been talks, but
it's crazy to me that he's getting extension talks before he's even played a major league game.
Well, if he plays,
that's the same thing we were saying with Skeens when Skeens was in that year. He was in Indianapolis for 4 weeks before he was up fully.
Well, if he plays a month and he hits 350, his value goes way up. So if you're gonna do it, if you're the Pirates, you do it now.
Yeah, agreed. All right, now let's jump back into the rankings. Where do you have the Central?
I think can we agree on our bottom?
I don't know. Minnesota's did not have a good offseason, but
that's true.
And the White Sox, they did add Murakami. I mean, they added some guys.
Yeah, and I have said it since the trade deadline last season. The Minnesota Twins sold half their roster.
Yes, they did. They did. But they still got Byron Buxton.
He'll play
peanut butter hamstrings.
2 months, and then his hamstring will be ripped, and he's done for the next 2.
He played a good amount last season, actually, for all the Twins' faults. But they're
peanut butter hamstrings.
Yeah. So you could make an argument that Twins will be the worst, actually, just where momentum's going. Especially, I think Pablo Lopez is out. I don't know for the season. He's out for a while.
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Which is terrible already. So I could see them being 5th. I'm going to put them 5th just to support the White Sox. Just to give the White... Hey, Coulson Montgomery last season absolutely raked. I mean, homers every game, basically. I like what the White Sox did this offseason. They're not going to lose 100 games this season, I don't think.
No.
And I think Minnesota, they're going to rely on players that don't play very often to play 150 games, honestly.
Meaningful innings. Very meaningful innings.
And then it's Joe Ryan, and it's a bunch of question marks, and that bullpen's a disgrace.
It's gonna be very interesting to see what this team is like without Luis Robert.
Well, he was terrible last season.
He was really bad.
I don't think it has an impact on it. I think it's better for them. He was a negative player the last few seasons. They were just like, we need to get rid of him somehow now. But they should have traded him 3 years ago, and he was at his peak of his. Everyone was saying to trade him. We knew the White Sox were going to go into a full rebuild, and they kept him. And now he hit 180 with no power.
Yeah.
But
and now you've got this Kyle Teal who's looking like a pretty good catching prospect.
They've had some nice trades, and they've gotten kind of AAA, close to the big leagues players who are going to make an impact. So I'm gonna. For the sake of it, I'm gonna put the Twins 5, and the Twins they're trying to sell their team. Their off season they did absolutely nothing.
Good Lord.
So I'm just gonna ride with momentum and have the White Sox 4th and the Twins 5th. I'm gonna have Cleveland at 3.
Ooh.
I think I think Cleveland's a disgrace.
You
I gotta be honest.
you just pissed off one Matt Palangi.
Well, I've made it known. That was a terrible offseason. I mean,
They didn't do anything.
Did
It was
nothing.
really bad.
They literally did nothing. And you look at that lineup. It's Jose Ramirez. It's Steven Kwan. Manzardo's okay, but he hits 190.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of AAA players.
It's just a bunch of guys.
Yeah, I don't know how, but they are one of the more frustrating teams for me because they always win 85, 86 games.
It feels like every other year they're like just this really bad team, and they go to be pretty decent and like make kind of a deep playoff run.
And like their rotation.
And we also got to remember about 12 years ago, 13 years ago, they were one game away, or however long ago that the year in 2016. So yeah 10
decade ago.
Yeah, a decade ago they weren't even supposed to be that good that year, and they made that deep push, and we're thinking, what the hell? Like, where does this team come from? It's the same thing every year. That's the thing about Guardians is that you're ranking this division now. You're thinking, okay, now are Guardians going to be good halfway through the year, or is that back half the year going to kill them again?
Last season I was so pissed off because you just look at their roster. It's like this is the definition of a mid team.
Yeah,
and they go on this incredible run right when the Tigers completely fall off, and it's one of the greatest kind of division comebacks you'll see. And it's like one of the least noteworthy teams that did it, and Detroit bounced them in the wild card round anyway. But if they win 86 games this year, I'm gonna be upset. Even if they miss the playoffs, I'm gonna be upset because that roster does not deserve
86 wins.
And it's just crazy. But it's not even like the Brewers, where the Brewers they get the most out of the players they have. These Cleveland guys, they hit 210. All of them are hitting 210 with no power, and they're winning these games. It's really insane to me. But yeah, I'm gonna have them at 3, and I'm gonna have Kansas City 2. Actually,
you think Bobby's just gonna have a crazy year?
Oh yeah, and Pasquantino, he played for Team Italy.
The Gabagoo.
Hey, he played for Team Italy, but he's an American patriot to me. I mean, and he just screams patriot. And so he's going to play well. We love Salvi. They didn't really improve that much either, but I think their offense is going to be a little better. They added some depth in their outfield. The Brewers, Isaac Collins, they traded to the Royals for a kind of poor reliever. I don't know what the Brewers are doing with that. But Isaac Collins was, Rookie of the Year candidate in the National League.
I think it was your pick, T.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and so I thought that was a solid move. I like Kansas City's pitching a lot. Obviously, that's going to be their strength. And so I think they return to what they were kind of 2 years ago, win 86, 87 kind of games, and be a fringe wild card team. And then I got Detroit 1, just because they were the best team in the American League for over half of the season last season, and then the wheels just came off. It was a young team.
A lot of injuries.
Tons of injuries.
And they're a team that, especially offensively, can't afford that. But really, rotation-wise, obviously you got Scooble, but the guys behind him have to be better.
Yeah.
Especially in the second half of the season, but I think they will. I like their off-season. I thought they could have done more, honestly, but I think Detroit was clearly the best team in the American League Central. Even when Cleveland was going on that run, it was just compounding for Detroit. I just think they were just really young. They got overwhelmed, but I think they're going to win the division. They're the most talented team in the division, and they got the best player in the division in Tarek Skubal. So I'm going to go with Detroit again, even though it was such a negative kind of end of the regular season last year. So.
All right, Isaac, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to go – yeah, screw it. I'm going to go Minnesota at 5. I didn't really think about it, but yeah, this team just looks awful. I'll go White Sox at 4. I'm going to go Kansas City at 3 because I don't necessarily trust them.
You trust Cleveland.
A little more. Like, I think they'll be like really close to each other.
I think that's fair. I mean, I would trust Cleveland more just because they always find a way.
Because I don't think anybody outside of Detroit makes the playoffs in this division. So I think Detroit's going to win.
I can see Kansas City being a wild card team.
Detroit's going to win it by a landslide.
Wow.
And
you think Detroit's going to win by a landslide?
Yeah, Detroit's going to win the division by a landslide. And yeah, I'm going to go Cleveland 2, Kansas City 3, but those two are going to be super close.
I'm going to go in consistency with everybody. Go Twins for number 5. White Sox 4. I'm going Guardians at 3 because I like the Royals team more than I do in Cleveland. And that's just not me. That's me not being a Pittsburgh guy, not liking Cleveland anything. But like, I'm just being flat out honest. I trust Bobby Witt and the pieces around him more than I trust. Can't even name a single player on the Guardians as I sit here and think about it.
J-Ram.
Again, again, the only player on that team. So there's more pieces.
If he misses any time,
they're over. So, and then I'm going number 1, the Tigers. Screwball, real quick. If he played in that game of WBC, you think United States would have won?
I think. Well, they didn't score many runs though. Honestly, the biggest problem was that offense. But I think if Scooble's on the mound, they probably, I would say, have a much better chance, probably win. But again, the issue was, which was so frustrating, was that they had 0 runs until the 8th inning.
Yeah. Now, do you? I've heard this story about the WBC. We'll get back on this, but do you want the WBC to be a preseason thing, or do you want it to be moved to where the Olympics was, in the middle of the season when all these guys are amped up and these franchises will let them do them?
I like how it was this year. Honestly, it was quick. It wasn't too long. It had big moments, and as long as nobody gets hurt, there weren't any major injuries of note.
Nothing too crazy.
And so I think honestly that was the perfect format, and I think it got a lot of eyeballs. I think if you do it in the middle of the season, like, then it disrupts the All-Star game, and that's like what MLB's big thing is, the All-Star game, the Home Run Derby. Nobody prioritizes their All-Star game more than Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And I think baseball, just the way it is, it needs that break where it's, in the middle of it, just because it's 162, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I think then if you got WBC, that's a ton more players than just even All-Stars playing uber hyper competitive games in the middle of July. So I think I liked it where it was, honestly. But it is hard to kind of figure out where to put it on the calendar. But did you guys like the WBC?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah,
I
it was
watched.
great.
It was during my spring break, so I was on Myrtle. I was down in Myrtle Beach.
We all have the same spring
Well,
break.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, but I was like, I was on the beach watching it at one point.
Yeah.
So like, I loved every second of it. Sitting down, be able to chillax on the beach with a beverage of my choice and watching some baseball.
There you go.
And,
Nothing better.
And beginning of March.
Yeah.
That actually counts. So I loved every second of
and
it.
the atmospheres, I mean, especially like the Dominican, Venezuela,
Puerto Rico.
I mean, Japan, they had a great, I mean, the
You heard it.
atmospheres.
The USA not winning.
What you laughing about that for?
You don't understand. I went on a 10-minute tirade on like 2 episodes ago. I was being very patriotic because we were just on the coattails of making something happened. USA
Olympics, Paralympics.
Yeah, Paralympics just happened. I was very, very patriotic.
Oh yeah.
So
that was the night before the
night
WBC
before.
final.
And I was hammering home about it.
Bro, I honestly thought like the U.S. obviously sneaks in to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and everything.
I thought that would have been a wake-up call for the offense.
I know, and when we got past Dominican, I thought Dominican was the biggest challenge. Their lineup was tremendous. And then you see Luis Severino, and you're like, with all due respect, you had a 5 ERA with Oakland, or not at the Oakland no more, but the A's last season. I mean, Bryce Harper obviously did his homer, but these guys they're gonna get theirs, and you're just waiting, and nothing's happening.
I got so excited when Harper hit that homer. Not even because
I thought they got it. I thought they had the game then. Momentum shift.
I thought okay, we got a little momentum. We can start getting the bats going. That got shut down so quick.
Oh, it's Suarez. what can you say about? I love Eugenio Suarez. I think he's
Yeah.
a great player. I thought he got disrespected in free agency.
Agreed.
I thought the Buccos should have paid for him. I honestly think with that he didn't want to go to he preferred Cincinnati. He was there before he didn't start his career there, but he was there for a while with Cincinnati. But I thought the Buccos could have overpaid for him a little bit, especially with
I would have been happy
Nick
with that.
Gonzalez as the starting third baseman, and we're looking at an opening day with Connor Griffin in the minors, which I think was ultimately the right decision. A month ago, when we had Pony on and everything, I was like, I was fired up for Connor Griffin, but you could tell watching him in spring training, like the spring breakout game, he did not look good. He was swinging and missing bad. I just think there's some adjustment. He had 3 weeks at Double-A.
Yeah.
Right? So I think there is an adjustment that needs to be made. He's going to be great.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be great. But I think, and maybe get an extra year of service time here with Connor Griffin, keeping him in the minors. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent.
No,
now.
you're good. You're good. We have no set time limit. So let's jump over to the AL West. This division's
Confusing.
very confusing.
Yeah, it is. Houston's always there, but it feels like they're kind of on the fall off. I got to be honest. Last season,
if last season was any telltale sign.
well, and they were in position to win that division for the longest time, and I've been a Houston supporter. The sign stealing thing I really don't care about.
I was gonna say, do you like banging on those trash cans over there?
Hey, I don't. Hey, I loved watching the Astros in 2017 and 2018. I love those teams, so I'm not gonna complain about it. But
we
way
love the trash cans.
hey, if the Pirates did, I wouldn't have an issue. But the Mariners, I mean, what can you say? They did a great job winning that division in August and September, and I thought honestly they would make the World Series. They were really close, but Toronto was just the better team. I think they needed to upgrade. I think bringing back Naylor was a good move. I thought they could have brought Suarez back. I don't know, but now he hasn't been great with Seattle 2 times in 2 stints. But I mean, Suarez is just that guy. He's a great locker room guy. But their rotation is great, and it's going to be top 5 easily in baseball. It has a ton of depth. Talk about Kirby, talk about Wu, Gilbert, all those guys, and Luis Castillo. And Cal Raleigh, big dumper. Can he repeat what he did last season? It's going to be really tough.
And now you bring in Brendan Donovan also on the
right. That's right. And Brendan Donovan's a really good player. Like I wanted the Pirates to, if they got Brandon Lau, which is a very nice alternative, but to look at a Brendan Donovan at second, he kills the Pirates
Every time.
Yeah.
Well, only once a year now.
Thank God.
Right. Yeah, but I think the Mariners are the clear favorites in the division this season. The Angels are going to be 5th. That's just going to happen. This has been a decade now of them not knowing what direction they want to go in, and they go all in on players, and then they get hurt or they severely underperform, and it's just the worst luck with them. But also they have a track record of making terrible moves, and this offseason they've taken flyers on some random people.
Do you think Trout is gone trade deadline?
Oh, I don't know. He might. He very well might be. If somebody wants to take on his contract, that'll be the thing.
It's crazy to me that he's stuck around for this long.
Yeah,
but he's been hurt a lot. He really hasn't been a tradable asset for a while.
Yeah.
He's played 110 games basically every season right now, and he didn't hit well last season. There was a clear drop-off, so I'm interested to see actually how he performs. They have some pieces, honestly, the Angels do. It's just their pitching's going to be – their pitching's just not going to be good.
No.
It's never good. It's not going to be good this year.
Because who's their number 1? Is it Kikuchi?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. And you look at – and, again, I like Ohapi, the catcher. I like Zach Neto. You talk about Trout. There's some pieces to their lineup, but I just don't think this is a viable team at all, especially in the American. There's no chance they make the playoffs.
And they still have the worst contract in baseball probably ever in Anthony Rendon.
I don't know.
Now, that one, if you remember, Rendon was coming off a tremendous World Series, a tremendous 2019 season. I would have given him the money. That one wasn't I feel like on the Angels, like they were just being aggressive, and that really bit him in the butt.
Yeah.
But like I could see the vision there. Giving Robert Stevenson $60 million, I don't see the vision. Like the Pirates got rid of him, Tampa got rid of him, and the Angels said we're gonna give him $1 billion. So I'm those are the kind of things the Angels do. Oh, we're going all in. You're not. You're really not. You're making no sense right now.
Hometown discount my ass.
Yeah, I know.
So it's really not much to look forward to for the Angels. They'll win 70 games and be an afterthought again.
Yeah. 70 might be generous, to be honest.
It might be. We'll see. But who will be fourth? Texas made some good moves, but it just feels like they're mid again. Corey Seager, can he stay healthy?
Now Semion's gone.
Yeah, you trade Semyon, although Nimmo's
Nemo's a good
did not
pickup.
perform well last season. That offense needs to improve. I think it will. It's just, will that pitching be as good again? The pitching was top 5 in baseball last season, but they got no offense.
Yeah.
And so I think the Rangers will be mid again. I'll probably say the A's are fourth. I'm an A's. I got the Pirates and the A's. Those are kind of my teams. And the A's just did not address pitching. I don't know what they gave contract extensions to some of these young hitters and said we're done.
Yeah, I mean they brought in Savali, but
he was on the White Sox. For
he's
3
not
months
he's
last.
not that great.
No,
I mean,
no.
I guess Severino's your number 1, which is decent. But
He's a good 4.
Yeah.
on a you could pass by as a 3, but I just don't think in that ballpark that they're in right now in Sacramento is just
it's a mess.
so hitter friendly.
Yeah.
It's they're gonna put up a bunch of runs, the A's, but they're gonna give up a bunch again. I think it's gonna be probably a 76, 77 win season. So I'll have them 4. I'll have the Astros 3 actually.
Just get him to Vegas. Just get him to Vegas.
I know.
I could go on a tangent about that whole situation, but I'm going to digress here to talk about Houston. Houston has a logjam right now. They were trying to trade Paredes. Obviously, the Pirates were one of the big names that were out there as the teams interested. Because they got Pena at short, and then they got Correa and Paredes at third. I don't even know, and they're both righties. So they just have a logjam. I don't like their outfield. And I think their pitching gets hurt way too often. I think they could have like an 84 or 83 win season or worse.
This division's not great either now that we're looking at it.
Yeah,
it really isn't, but I think the A's are a fun team, and the Astros are the Astros.
Yeah.
It's just there's a little more aura, I think, in this division, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, definitely there's more aura
compared to the Minnesota Twins. And hey, the White Sox, their ball cap's nice, but other than that,
I don't mind their City Connects.
Yeah.
it's a little bit. For me, it's like, you're taking advantage of kind of like the Bulls and everything.
Yeah.
And like
I don't know.
the
As a
iconicness.
Pirates City Connect lover,
I hate our City Connects.
I think they're all right.
Mm.
Honestly, I think they swung for the fence a little bit, and
We should have went for the Bridges. But I digress.
yeah, a lot. We're digressing a lot.
Yeah, we are a lot because there's
But,
a lot of topics we could dive into.
But yeah, so I got Houston 3. I'll put the Rangers at 2. I think their pitching is going to be a little worse, but I think their offense is going to be a little better. But I don't think ultimately they make the playoffs. I just don't think they're better than any of those 3 in the AL East outside of Toronto.
Yeah.
And so I think they're second. And then I got the Mariners. They might win it comfortably, honestly. I'm not going to say that, though, because I still have questions about that offense a little bit. And just kind of the lineup depth. It's a lot like Dominic Canzone in
Yeah.
that lineup. So behind Raleigh and J.P. Crawford's league average. So I think the Mariners will win. They'll probably win 92, 93 games and win the division by 8 or so games. That'd be my prediction.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go – I mean, Angels at 5. That's not even a question. I think they win, 63 games. Like, it's not going to be good.
It could happen. It could certainly happen, yeah.
And then I'm actually going to go Texas at 4 because you said their pitching isn't going to be that good. I mean, you have DeGrom, but other than that,
They lost a good amount of pitching, too, but they did acquire Mackenzie Gore from Washington.
They did get Gore, which I still don't understand that trade for Washington at all.
Well, they got a good amount of they're in a full rebuild again.
Yeah, like they're just building. They're just rebuilding on top of a rebuild.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
And Dylan Cruz, who a lot of people wanted the Pirates to take at 1 actually at the time. He's optioned to AAA. He is not hit at all for Washington. But we'll get into Washington.
Yeah, it's horrible. I'm gonna go A's at 3, Houston at 2, which I hate saying that out loud. I don't think any other team makes the playoffs in this division outside of Seattle. I got Seattle winning 97. So
I'm gonna go Angels 5, Stros 4, A's 3rd, Texas 2nd, Mariners 1.
Interesting. Yeah. Astros, it could go south for them, certainly. Now they got the one Japanese pitcher, try to strengthen their pitching a little bit. But fourth might be tough, but I could see them having a down year for sure.
All right, let's jump over to the NL. Let's get started with the NL East.
Should we do our division last?
Yeah, our division's last because we're going to dive deep in the Pirates at some point.
Okay. Well, Washington's going to be 5th, and they're going to be 5th by a wide margin.
Are they the worst team in all of baseball this season?
It's a good question. They might be, actually, because I don't know who's going to pitch for them. And genuinely. I mean, they traded Gore, and Irvin he pitched a bunch for them, and he had a 5 ERA. I don't even know their opening day. I just don't see how Washington wins that many games. Abrams is a good player, but outside of that, Ruiz hasn't developed into anything. I think Washington is going to lose.
Their opening day starter might end up being Miles Michaelis.
Oh, goodness, I forgot they signed him. Yeah, that's the worst rotation in baseball, I think. I don't think Washington wins more than 60 games. I think they're like a 60-win team right now. And they were feisty at times last year, and then they sold off, and now they sold even more. So they're going to be 5th. I'm going to say Miami's 4th, and they had a pleasantly surprising season last year. I had them losing 100 games, and
I think we both had them losing 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you looked at the roster and you're like, there's no proven players at all.
And then they hit walk-off winners against the Pirates 3 times in that opening series.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, we were in the student center watching, but
oh, great!
It was that was don't remind it.
That's tough.
But I just don't see how they trade to the Cubs Cabrera.
Yeah,
obviously they do have rotation depth, but I don't think their offense. They have one really good hitter. They have some nice hitters.
They have Sandy Alcantara at the top of the rotation, which is great.
Yeah,
and then outside of that, Yuri Perez is okay.
Yeah, he can throw really hard, but he needs to. He's had a lot of injuries.
They have a pitcher named Jansen Junk.
He's actually a good reliever.
That's a name.
Yeah, he's actually a good reliever. I was watching this one Instagram reel, and it was 1% of baseball fans can get this face, and it was Jansen Junk, and I was like, I don't know who that is. Nobody has any idea who that is. But he was actually a good reliever for them. But yeah, they're probably gonna win 74 games, Miami, and they'll be kind of around what they were last season.
And they brought in Morel, which is
Christopher Morel. Oh, he's no good.
Yeah,
But they'll be 4. Now the interesting thing is the top 3 and how this shakes out. I'm going to put them I was high on Atlanta last season.
Yeah.
I'm always high on Atlanta, and it burned me because they just had the most injuries by far in baseball, especially that rotation. Obviously, Acuna was out a while. I'm going to put them at 3 because this year, Spencer Strider's on the injured list to open the season.
That's not good.
Their rotation right now, it's Chris Sale and Reynaldo Lopez. Can he perform, like he did last season? I just think their lineup's going to be good, but can they stay healthy? I just have more questions than them than I do with the other teams. I'm going to put them at 3. I'm going to have the Mets at 2. I honestly don't think this division's that great. I don't think the Mets are going to be that great either. And I think there's going to be a lot of teams in the NL that are like mid-80s wins. And so that's why we're going to get to the Pirates. I do think the Pirates have a really solid chance to make it because I think there's a bunch of similar teams, caliber teams in the National League.
I think the Mets went quantity over quality.
Yeah, I think the Mets, I think losing Pete Alonso is going to hurt them. I think they've taken advantage of him. If you remember, they took a while to sign him, and they signed him for cheap last offseason on that one-year deal. I think that's going to hurt them. And you got a bunch of infielders. You got a bunch of middle infielders. You signed Jorge Polanco to big money. You have Lindor. You have Simeon.
Bichette now.
And Bichette. Like, who's playing where? I think it's a lot of uncertainty with the Mets. I think they overdid it there. I think they could have traded one of them. And rotation-wise, I think Nolan McLean, I think we got to pump the brakes a little bit. We saw in the World Baseball Classic he was shaky. And he's supposed to be like a godsend for the Mets, and we know that rotation was not good last season.
Manaea can't stay healthy.
Right. Yeah, and he overperformed when he was pitching.
Yeah.
He's a very league average kind of pitcher.
Like you have Peralta and Senga kind of at the top there, and then who else really?
They did. Now I think their bullpen's going to be good. I think getting Williams, I think is good. I think he'll be better than when he was with the Yankees.
I like the AJ Minter pickup.
Minter, yeah, he was hurt last year, but when he's healthy, he's a really solid reliever. So I think the Mets will be second, but I think they win 87, 86 games. I think that's around where the Mets are. I think the Phillies are around there too. I'll have the Phillies winning the division, but they're getting older. They're an old roster. And can Schwarber replicate that crazy season last year?
He's gonna have to for that
whole team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think, like, outfield-wise, I think they're pretty weak offensively. I think that's going to be an issue for them. And so I think the Phillies, now their rotation's really strong, and their bullpen always manages to get by somehow, even though it's usually atrocious.
They got to really use the young guys. Like, they have to use Stott. They have to use Garrett Stubbs. They have to. Well, I guess Garrett Stubbs isn't that young.
Well, Stott will play second for him he's there every day, second base. But Stubbs is not that good actually.
I thought he was a lot younger than he actually is.
Yeah. So again, I think the Phillies probably win 90 games, and that might be enough in the NL. I think the top three are very similar kind of teams that aren't really that great. I really think in the NL, it's Dodgers head and shoulders above.
And the only real thing the Phillies brought in was Adolis Garcia.
Yeah, and they're gonna hope for a bounce back because he was very bad last season for Texas.
Yeah.
So, again, I think 90 wins might win the NL East, just like 90 wins probably wins the NL Central. And I think there's a lot of like slightly above average teams in the NL, and then there's the Dodgers. That's really what it looks like.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I mean, Washington's last. I think they win like 55 games.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's rough. I'm gonna go Miami at 4. I'll say like 70, somewhere in 70 to 75. Atlanta, I hope they bounce back, but I still don't see them winning more than like 82. The Mets at 2. You gotta hope it pays off. Like, I could see the Mets taking the division by this much from the Phillies. I'm gonna say the Mets finish with 89 and the Phillies finish with like 91. Like, it's gonna be tight.
I think so too. Yeah.
All right, let's go for me. I got Nationals at 5, Marlins at 4, Mets at 3.
Whoa.
Braves at 2, Phillies win the division. I think if I had to trust the roster more, I trust Atlanta than I trust New York. It's just something about the Mets this year that everyone's so high on that I'm like sitting back and reading these things. I don't see it either. Like, I really don't see it. I see it more in Atlanta than I do in New York. And Phillies, I don't know. I really like the Phillies. I've picked the Phillies the past 3 years now to win the World Series. Every year they burned me in the second round or the World Series my freshman year.
Well,
So
I was thinking last season might be it because obviously Schwarber's a free agent. Harper coming off that season last season. I think they probably win, but you could make an argument for any of those like three at the top winning that division. Even the Mets, who I think just they're always a mess, just in terms of just all the drama, all the noise, and the inconsistency. Again, you take away 45, 50 homers from your lineup, and you bring in Jorge Polanco, who I like, and you think, and Simeon, who had a down year. Now you did get Bichette, but he's hurt already.
yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see where the Mets are. I just think there's just so much noise with them all the time. And the Phillies are a big market team, and they just kind of go about their business. And so, yeah, I think I would trust Philly more than any of those teams again.
All right, let's go to the NL West, a.k.a. the Dodgers division.
Actually, I think Colorado has it this season. I think they have the inside track. They brought in Jose Quintana.
Yeah, you want to get started with that?
Yeah, I think the Rockies are going to lose 160 games this season. No, I mean, they'll be better. They can't be worse. And they'll probably have a crazy win against the Pirates like they did last season. A couple wins there.
17-16.
Tie them over.
bullshit.
That was one of the worst games I've ever watched. Like, they were complete. I don't even want to get into it. But
Let me guess. You digress.
I digress. I digress here.
Is I digress just our title?
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
That's the theme of this episode today. But yeah, I think the Rockies are going to be last. It would shock me if they weren't. I think they're slow. I think they brought in some good GM and everything. I think their front office has been a disaster for so many years, and
they're not doing anything about it.
Well, now they bring in. They have Di Podesta, who has been around a lot. Moneyball, obviously. He's a big upgrade, but it's going to take a while for this roster to look anything. I mean, their pitching's going to be Kyle Freeland for the billionth year in a row as their opening day starter, and he had a
insane.
5.50 ERA last year. So they're going to be bad. I'm not going to spend too much time on that.
Their young guys really interest me. Like, I think I really want to see how Dollander does. I want to see how Veen does.
Yeah, Veen was a top prospect. He kind of cooled off a little bit. You're wondering, but their catcher, I can't remember his name right now, but he's really solid.
Hunter Goodman.
Yeah, Hunter Goodman. He was one of the lone bright spots. You hope Tovar has a good season, but again, they're not going to be able to compete in that division, or any. They wouldn't compete in any divisions, even the AL Central.
Yeah.
Probably,
But I don't think this division's that great either. So, like,
well,
I honestly don't know if I'm putting the Rockies at last.
Well,
Really?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, Arizona and San Francisco, they're like mid teams for me. Like, I don't think they're. I mean, the Rockies are going to win 60 games. Like, I just.
I want to be a little nicer than that.
Wow. That's I just don't. I don't know. I don't see it with Colorado, but who will I have at 4? I love Arizona at 4. I think last season they missed a big opportunity. They had injuries to their rotation, obviously, but it was terrible. Their pitching was terrible.
Oh my God!
I don't see it getting much better this season, and I think I love Ketel Marte. I love Corbin Carroll.
That Corbin Burns contract is looking worse by the day.
Yeah, but obviously he has Tommy John, sir. I mean, some of this stuff, like, it's just really unfortunate for the team. I mean, he was great for the Diamondbacks until he, has Tommy John surgery.
Right.
So,
I mean, you still have Gallen. You still have Fat's still okay. But
yeah, Gallen, you're going to need a balance. Gallen's going to need to be an ace for them to do anything because he was not good last year. The Pirates really roughed him up twice, as did a lot of baseball. So I'm going to have Arizona 4.
And you're going to need Merrill Kelly to step up probably.
Oh, yeah, Merrill Kelly's back with them again. That's right. But I think their bullpen's atrocious.
It's horrible.
But,
it's absolutely horrible.
I'm going to have the Padres 3, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're very constrained right now. They spent so much money the past few years, and they're not a big market team, and so they really didn't spend too much. They re-signed Michael King, which was important, but you lose Dylan Cease. You're going to need a lot from Musgrove off of Tommy John surgery in that rotation.
Pirate legend.
I love Joe Musgrove, yeah, but it's asking a lot. And their lineup isn't as deep as you'd think. It's Machado, it's Tatis. Merrill needs to bounce back.
But they have maybe the best closer in all of baseball.
They do have a good
from
bullpen.
From Pittsburgh, PA, Mason motherfucking Miller.
Yeah.
He gets that title.
Some great reliever talent in the Pittsburgh area. Mason Miller in the South Hills and David
Waynesburg.
Bednar, North Hills. Yeah.
Miller played for Waynesburg back in the day.
I think Bethel Park too. I think
Yeah.
it was Bethel. And obviously Bednar at Mars. And
How old is Mason Miller?
He is 27.
yeah, something like that.
Dang.
But they got one of the better bullpens still, even though they lost Suarez to Atlanta. They still got a really good bullpen. But I think they're an 84 kind of win team, honestly. I think that's third. I think San Francisco made some big upgrades in the offseason.
Yeah.
I think San Francisco will be 2. I think this is finally a year where they break out of their mid. I mean, they're always just 81 wins, 80 wins, 82 wins.
Yeah, they're always just kind of hanging there.
Yeah, and they're not a serious threat. I think they're better this off. They got a lot better this off season. I think they have a sneaky rotation. They have weird pitchers in their bullpen that are like somehow really good.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna put San Francisco 2, and then by a wide margin, the Dodgers, they're gonna mess around in the regular season. They did that last season too, because they're clearly the best. And they remember the Pirates swept them, in September. So they're gonna mess around a little bit. They won't win 120 games. I remember last year people were like, "Are the Dodgers gonna win the most games in history?" No, because it's a 162 game series and they're gonna get bored.
Yeah.
And so I think they're gonna get bored at some point. I think they'll win 100 games, 98 to 100 games, and they'll probably win the World Series again.
Third year in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the NL West. Usually now in years past, like I remember Arizona and San Diego has given the Dodgers kind of a push a little bit, but it's the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I mean they've had so many injuries too. Like last season they had so many injuries to their rotation, and they ho-hum 98 wins, easily win the division. Let's just win the World Series.
I want to do it. I want to do it.
Who are you putting at 5?
Dodgers at 5.
No, I'm not that insane. I'm going to go Arizona at 5.
Wow.
Over the Rockies.
Yeah.
Wow. That's,
Not by a lot. But
That's-
yes, I am
that's
putting
bold.
I am putting Arizona at 5.
That's very bold, Isaac.
Yeah. I think they're going to suck. Like
Wow.
I think Arizona wins 61 and Colorado wins like 63.
Wow. I cannot see that happening for Arizona, honestly. If that happens, though, I will give you the ultimate tip of the cap.
Yeah.
If you predict, like...
Yeah. So I have Colorado at 4. That's pretty easy for me. I forgot how much of an improvement San Francisco made in the offseason. So I am going to go San Diego at 3. I think San Diego, I honestly might put them under 80. Like I think like they maybe win like 78.
Mm.
And then I'm going
You
to go
really don't like this division, do you?
It's rough. Like it's rough the more I look at it. I'm gonna go San Francisco at 2, and then Dodgers are my regular season champions. I'm gonna have them, like as much as we hate saying it, I have them winning 103 games.
All right, I got the Rockies at 5 because I'm not Isaac.
Shush.
I got the Diamondbacks at 4, Padres at 3, San Francisco at 2, and the reigning, defending, undisputed World Series champions, the LA Dodgers at number 1.
And the probably lockout merchants.
Yep. All right, now let's get to our division.
The NL Central. Oh
The
boy.
greatest division in the history of our country. Some are saying. Or reliable.
All right. Can we just agree that the St. Louis Cardinals are going to be number 5?
I agree with that.
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough for them to, if the Pirates. Hey, I swear if the Pirates, because last season everyone thought the Pirates would finish ahead of St. Louis too, and it didn't happen. Now this year it would be even more of a shock to me, because St. Louis, I mean, they just offloaded everybody.
Yeah,
of
like
note.
they didn't do anything to get better.
No, and they traded obviously Donovan.
They
got
traded
rid of-
Donovan. They traded Contreras.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So I think the Cardinals are not very good.
No.
So I'm gonna have the Cardinals at 5 for sure. I'm gonna have Cincinnati at 4, and partly because I hate the Reds, and there was a well-documented Pirates-Reds Twitter beef this off-season. It was like two doofuses fighting. It was like the meme. Pirates and Reds fans were going at it as to who's been more relevant the past 20 years. The answer, neither of you. But I just think the Reds, like, they're just a mid team to me, and I think the Pirates, the Brewers, and the Cubs are gonna finish like over 500.
Yeah.
And so I think the Reds are kind of
God,
like.
I wish we can get over 500 this year.
I think it's gonna. I mean, me and Peyton and Jake, but we're cautiously optimistic about the Pirates. And so we have them over 500. And so I think the Reds, again, Hunter Green's out till July. If Nick Lodolo gets hurt, that rotation is really thin, and
Yeah.
their bullpen is all right. But again, it's very Ellie De La Cruz reliant offensively. They need somebody to step up. Who's it gonna be? They're like Sal Stewart is gonna step up.
Maybe Suarez, but
Suarez is gonna be a factor certainly for them. That was a good addition. But it'll be interesting to see how they do that, because Hayes is going to be at third base, and he's not going to do anything for them.
no, he doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And so,
Like he'll end. Does he end under a 200 batting average? Like, honestly,
I give him a 210 this year.
I mean, he'll hit 230. I mean, he hits 230, but with the worst OPS in baseball because he has no power whatsoever. And, yeah, I mean, I just think they're a mid team.
but then he'll be the next Nolan Arenado and win like 10 Gold Gloves in a row.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, but so I think the Reds win like 80, 81 games or something.
Yeah.
I have Milwaukee. I actually picked Milwaukee to win the division last season. Nobody had them, and they obviously won the division. Kind of going away. I'm always high on Milwaukee, but I just hated their offseason. I really did. You trade Peralta when you could have easily signed him for another year after this coming season.
Their rotation looks awful.
Well, it's Mizorowski. He's going to be their opening day starter. Woodruff's really good, actually.
Yeah. Quinn Priester's gonna be in the rotation.
But he was good for them last year. Actually, he had like a 3.20
He was good for them
ERA.
down the stretch.
Yeah.
But still, he's
In a
Quinn
big spot, I don't trust him as
He's-
far as I could throw him. But
He's Quinn Priester, and he was atrocious for the Pirates.
That's one way to put it.
yeah. But I just think their offense. You lose Hoskins. I don't know who's playing first for them, honestly.
Right now it looks like it's Bowers or Vaughn.
Yeah, Andrew Vaughn, like he had his nice little swan song last season with Milwaukee, but I don't think he's that great. Bowers hits 180. You trade Isaac Collins. I don't see how. I think they're an average offense. I think they're an average pitching staff this season.
Yeah.
So, but I think that they'll still win. I think I'm gonna have them at like 83 wins, and I'm gonna have the Buccos second place in the division.
We both said Buccos first last season.
I believe in Buccos.
We
I
said
believe
like
a little
87, 88 wins. Like we weren't saying anything completely unrealistic.
I remember we had Case and we were talking about that. And I was like, I'd love to see you be right or Thielet, but I was just like, yeah, the Pirates. But hey, because it was that off season was bad last off season, but this was a much better off season. I think they win 83, 84 games, kind of right next to Milwaukee.
Do you think they get like that last wild card spot?
We're gonna have Case to talk about that tomorrow. Actually, I don't know how much I want to say about that.
Yeah, I forgot you guys were both on case.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say they're in the hunt for it. I'm not gonna make a definitive statement until you guys. That's a plug for me and Thielet. to watch that.
They're gonna run on the field like they did in 2013.
I'd love to see that. I really would. I would love to see Bucktober. If Bucktober happens, we're all there.
Oh, 100%. I don't even care how the price of the ticket.
Yeah.
I will pay whatever price it is.
Yeah.
And go see it because this is the first time since we were all in middle school at this point
Yeah.
that we saw the Bucktober.
I know some people in the social media department. Just saying.
Hey. I'd love to see have something swing our way here.
So
Bucktober.
you get the Cubbies at 1.
Yeah, I think the Cubs are the best team in the division. You bring in Bregman, you bring in Edward Cabrera. I think their offense. I think their offense is going to be feisty. Obviously,
I mean,
you lose Tucker, but
Suzuki's starting the season on the IL, which is not great.
I just think they just have the best roster in the NL Central.
Yeah,
and now they got to defeat the Brewers. And the Brewers have had their number for a while, but I'm gonna put the Cubs at 1. I don't like saying that, but I think it's true.
I think PCA is gonna be a MVP contender.
He was great. Hey, he was one of the bright spots for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, and he's 23.
Yeah,
he's 23. So, all right, I mean, St. Louis at 5. We know that. That's pretty easy. I'm gonna go Milwaukee at 4. I really hate that offseason. I hate the way the team looks. I think they're gonna fall off a cliff.
They're just really cheap.
Yeah.
But it is crazy though. Like they're a smaller market than Pittsburgh, and they've had a higher payroll than the Pirates like every season for a decade.
It's crazy. I'm going to go Cincinnati at 3. Pittsburgh at 2, but not by a lot over Cincinnati. Like I think they're going to be pretty tight.
They're pretty similar teams, honestly.
And then the Cubbies at 1. I think the Cubs top out at around 93 wins. Like top out.
I think that's fair.
So I'm gonna say Pittsburgh wins like 85. So
yeah. All right, let's get to mine. We're gonna have a little bit of fun with this one.
Oh Jesus.
Okay.
So we have Cardinals at 5, Milwaukee at 4,
Yeah.
Reds at 3,
Okay.
Cubbies at 2.
Jesus Christ.
And for the second year in a row, I just posted on my Twitter that if you followed me last year, you should follow me now at GingerYinzer09. That your 2026 NL Central champions will be the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Why do you do this to yourself and others?
Look, I gotta keep the tradition alive. Last year, I went out on a whole 5-minute tangent with Jake Bell for why the Pirates should be in, and that was with a really bad roster and Derek Shelton's as our coach. I'm just being honest. I like Donnie Kelly.
Oh yeah. How can you not like Don
Point
Kelly?
Park Baseball Hall of Fame legend.
If there's anybody who can, when there's a will, there's a way, a team to a top of the division, it could be a manager like Donnie. And if you watched his opening speech to the team in spring training, I was ready to run through a brick wall for him.
Oh, yeah.
And then I worked Pirate Fest. I heard him talk off air, on air about the Pirates. Even then, I was like, okay, there's something different about him and how he sees this team. And he doesn't beat around the bush. He told us basically point blank that Connor Griffith's not going to be up here to start the year. He said it live on a broadcast last weekend. Everyone was pissed off about it, but it needed to happen. That was the right move. Now, Paulo Skeens is coming off a WBC loss that wasn't his fault, which we all know he's pissed off about. So we're going to get a pissed off Paul. You got a Bubba Chandler who wants to be a Paulo Skeens, so he's working his ass off to be like a number 2, a 1A, 1B situation. And then you got Money Mitch who feels like the middle child in all of this, who you don't talk about anymore.
Unreliable.
Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, Medisky, I don't mind. Our 4 to 5s are solid 4 to 5 pitchers.
I think I think
Ashcraft is going to.
Brax is going to be.
I think he's
going
to have
to
a breakout
good.
year. I think he's going to have the breakout year out of our rotation.
He was great last season. Like coming up, I mean, that was shocking to me. I mean, they literally put him in the rotation. He was just up here for innings, to eat innings, long relief, and they put him in the rotation, piggybacking with Bubba Chandler. I think there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic about the Pirates this season. Obviously, the impending arrival of Connor Griffin at some point. I think whenever that happens, it's going to be a big boost, no matter what.
I don't think it's too far out.
And then also,
I don't think it is.
The Cubbies are down their starter for at least half the year because he got hurt during the Classic.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Was it Imanaga?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you remember I showed you that during the show?
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
Right.
that's another big time loss for the Cubbies, and I don't think they did enough in the offseason.
Well, I think their rotation's still solid enough. I don't think it's as good as the Pirates is, but I think even without Imanaga, like you look at Cabrera, you look at
Ben Brown is solid.
You look at what's his name, the Rookie of the Year guy, last year candidate. He was great.
Not PCA.
Oh my gosh, why am I
Cade
forgetting
Horton.
his name? Yeah, Cade Horton. You got the lefty coming off of Tommy John surgery.
Justin Steele
coming back. He always struggles against the Pirates.
and Pirates legend Jamison Tyone.
Yeah, so it's a solid rotation, and I think their bullpens is pretty good as well. I think everything's just kind of solid with the Cubs, but I think the Pirates have more upside. I think that's fair to say, especially if you get a rotation that absolutely clicks with Skeens. You know what you're getting from Keller, but what if Chandler is just out of this world with his fastball and everything, and Ashcraft builds off of last season?
And then you're also getting Jones in May.
You're getting Jones in late May, hopefully. And Majinski, on the We Are Family, we have not been supportive of Majinski being a starter. We weren't supportive of it last year, and it didn't go well.
Well, we're only going to get it realistically till June. And then
Because I think they put Urquidy in as that 5, right? Or no?
Majinski's going to be 5. He's going to be 5, but Urquidy did make the team, and Hunter Barco made the team as well.
You got to throw one of them. And honestly, I wouldn't mind Carmen going into the bullpen once we get Jones, and we can solidify our 1 through at least 3.
Because you
or 4.
Because without a doubt, you keep Brax in the rotation all year.
Oh yes, he has to be in the rotation. He's your 5th day starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I just think Majinski. I think Majinski's such a good reliever. I just don't know why you mess with that. I think he could be a long innings guy. He could be a 2-inning bullpen guy. I just don't. They said he added a couple pitches in the offseason, so we'll see about that. But I think someone like an Urquidy probably would have been better in that 5th spot just for what if Majinski struggles again, and then are you gonna send him to the bullpen again? Like, how is his mental? So I can understand it, but I just think he's so good as a 2-inning reliever.
The thing about Majinski, he's like a 4-inning guy at most.
Yeah, that's the question. Can he get through the 3rd time through the order?
Yeah.
They took him out after 2 times through the order every time last season as a starter. So that'll be a question. The bullpen is a question. And I know Dennis Santana was good as a closer last year after Bednar. That Bednar trade's going to go down as one of the worst you'll see.
It was horrible.
It was bad then.
I think
with the return, it's bad now. Especially if they had Bednar right now, I would be very confident in considering the Pirates. But Santana's
not a bad closer though.
No, but then it's just it puts now Matson in a setup. It puts everybody closer.
I would rather
in a more high leverage situation.
I would rather use Justin Lawrence as a setup guy.
I got to see more from him because he was terrible with Colorado and he had 10 games with the Pirates.
Because I think as far as bulk relievers go, I really want to see what Mason Montgomery brings to the table.
That's the guy. I think he could be really good.
Yeah,
he has that 100-mile-an-hour fastball from the left-hand side. And he just has control issues. I think if they could figure out how he can get his control under control, I think he could be he could be a setup guy easily.
And Soto's going to be interesting to see.
And you know what you're going to get from Soto. You know, he's a little bit above average reliever who's going to walk some guys, but he's going to strike out some guys. Gave up a homer to Roman Anthony in the WBC. I think did he give up a couple? He might have, but the question is going to be too O'Neal Cruz. I think that's the big question offensively. I think if he takes a step, he's obviously a lot bigger. He had a really good WBC when he was playing.
Electric WBC from him.
Yeah.
They currently don't have a natural third baseman listed on the roster.
No, so actually
it's going to be Gonzalez.
That's where I want to dive into. So when we were talking about coming in, we want to talk about and predict the starting 9, where they go, and then the rotation. Let's get started with with the starting 9.
Yeah, so with Connor Griffin being optioned, I thought if he was up, he would be a perfect leadoff guy. I was saying on our We Are Family, like on our one episode, close your eyes, Citi Field, March 27th. Connor Griffin steps up to the plate to start the season. Paul Skeens in the bottom half of the inning pitching. Like I'm running through a brick wall for the Pirates. You know, but it's still. There's still a lot of excitement, obviously, with the team. But I think Cruz is probably going to lead off, honestly. There's no really good candidates with Griffin in the minor leagues now. I mean, you could put Horwitz there. They're probably going to have Horwitz in that, 6 or 7 spot. There we go. But I think Cruz will probably...
No, we're not Matt Palangi or Nick Schermito.
Thank goodness for that. How about that? But we'll have Cruz 1. I think Lau's going to be at 2. I think they like him at 2. I think Reynolds will be 3, even though Reynolds was 2 a lot last season and throughout his career. That's where a lot of people are saying. I think I would have O'Hearn cleanup. People are put Ozuna in the cleanup spot, but O'Hearn has been at his best in his career in the cleanup spot, actually. But I'm going to have O'Hearn cleanup. I'll have Ozuna 5.
Where do you have O'Hearn playing on the field?
He'll be in right. He'll be in right, and Reynolds will be in left, and Cruz will be in center. Where am I at? 6.
Well, no. Who'd you say was your cleanup guy?
O'Hearn cleanup, Ozuna
Okay.
5. 6. I'm going to put Horwitz 6. I've seen people have him at 7. Horwitz was the Pirates' best hitter at the end of last season. I mean, if you look at his numbers, he was very above average last season for the Pirates when he was healthy. I'm going to put him at 6. And you have Ozuna as a righty at lefty O'Hearn at 4, righty Ozuna at 5, lefty Horwitz 6. 7. Now the issue is, though, I think why you'd have Horwitz lower is because 7, 8, 9 is all righties who aren't very good hitters. It'll be a combination of Gonzalez, Triolo. It'll probably be Gonzalez, Triolo, Davis, or Gonzalez, Davis, Triolo.
Or Gonzalez, Triolo, Bart.
Or Bart, yeah, one of them. But Davis will get – Davis is going to probably get 60% of the starts.
I mean, I trust Bart more as a hitter, but –
Yeah, yeah.
Not this spring training, though.
No.
His hitting in spring training at the end of last year, which wasn't what we're used to from Bart.
Yeah, right. So, and hey, Henry Davis hit a homer on Sunday, so there you go.
Yeah,
nice
we've seen
little
that before. And
field.
Jack Sawinski hit 3 of them with the Dodgers this year. So
I saw a Dodgers fan, very reasonable trade proposal. Sawinski for Skeens, straight up. Now he's cooking Sawinski.
Oh, my God. Kutch made the opening day roster.
yeah, I just saw that.
Oh,
Came
did
up on
he?
my feed.
Yeah.
Wow, I was wondering about
He-
if they
he-
announced that yet.
He hit 444 this
He-
spring.
We're gonna. Can we talk about that in a second here?
Yeah, we can.
Because I have some opinions about not having McCutchen on the Pirates this opening day here. But yeah, I think that's what the lineup's gonna be. Obviously, if you have Griffin in there, it looks a lot better. It puts a lot of pressure on Cruz if you have him leading off still. It would put a lot of pressure on Griffin though too if you had him at 1, but. It's not terrible. It's not a terrible lineup, which is the first time we can say that since 2019. So there you go. This is Charrington's easily his best lineup, which is not saying anything, but
Not saying anything until we see it.
All right, I'm going to get started with my 9. I'm going to agree with you. O'Neal Cruz is going to start off. His best times hitting this year was with him leading off the game. B-Ray at 2, Lau at 3, playing second base. Ryan Hurd and right field. I agree with you playing him in the outfield. Ryan Hurd and the right fielder. Ozuna at DH at 5. 6 Horwitz. 3 Nicky G playing third base. Even though I would rather have Triolo at third and Nicky G at short with the situation we have now. Henry Davis catching at 8 and Triolo at 9.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I think they like Triolo's defense at short better. I think they want to maximize shortstop defense, so Triolo's the better defender at both spots, honestly. Gonzalez just hasn't played the left side of the infield at all, and he's a below-average defender at second. But it was interesting, too. We might talk about this, some of the roster decisions. Nick York and Billy Cook making it, that surprised me.
It surprised me, too.
Yeah.
Because they haven't proven anything.
Oh, because where does Nick York really fit? Like, can he play third?
Yeah, they've been playing him at third. He'll be some third base depth.
Now, quick question. Another guy in that Brandon Lau trade was Mangum. I think I said his name
Jake
right?
Mangum.
How often do you use him?
I think you use him a lot.
The thing about him that excites me is the fact that he's such a contact defensive hitter that when you have a speed like a O'Neal Cruz or once Griffin's up, let Griffin run the bases, you need a contact guy who 0-2 with 1 out, person on second, put that ball in right field, send O'Neal Cruz to home, and you got to run there. So how often would you like to see him on this roster?
Well,
are you shocked that he's not on the opening day?
He's on the opening day, Mangum is. He's not a starter. He's not going to be a starter, but I think he's going to play a lot. They only have 4 outfielders. Well, they have Billy Cook technically designated too, but he's gonna play a lot, and I think he's a perfect for when he's not starting. He's a perfect defensive replacement. He's a good defender in the outfield, and like you said, he hit 298 last season. I know a lot of it was there was a lot of infield hits. There was a lot of soft contact. He's not gonna
That 298 probably would have been first on the Pirates.
Oh yeah,
Pretty high up there.
oh yeah, it would have been by far. I think Horwitz was the leader at 272 or something.
Yeah.
Among qualified hitters. So, yeah, I loved that trade. I mean, you trade Mike Burrows to Houston, and you get Brandon Lau, you get Mason Montgomery. I think those are 3 really key contributors for the team.
Yeah.
So I think Mangum's going to play a lot. I think he's going to have a big role, and I wouldn't be surprised too. Like if Cruz is struggling to start the year, like Mangum will play a lot in center. I think. I hope that doesn't happen because I hope Cruz just knocks the crap out of the baseball in the spring and summer here for the Buccos. But
he looked pretty good in the WBC.
He looks huge in the WBC.
he looks big.
He looks
bigger.
massive, and he was working with Vladdy.
And he was working with Kevin Kiermaier, one of the better defensive outfielders of the 2000s. I mean, of the 21st century. So hopefully his defense can improve, and but yeah, there's a lot to dream about with the Pirates here. If you get above average play from O'Neal Cruz, this team will be in it. I would bet a lot of money.
All right,
Maybe not that much money actually. But.
Before we let you go, we gotta get to you.
Yeah.
After we get to you, we'll jump into the starting 5.
Well, we know the starting.
Well,
five.
we know
Yeah.
who's won at least.
Okay. So I'm gonna agree. Cruz leading off. I almost wanted to say B-Ray lead off, but I think it makes more sense to have B-Ray as a number 2.
I'd have to see him back to his hitting for average and on base, ways.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Cruz 1, B-Ray 2. I'll go Lau at 3, and then I'm tempted to put Ozuna at cleanup, but I'll go O'Hearn at cleanup, and then Ozuna at 5. Horwitz at 6. I'm going to go whoever's catching at 7. So I guess I'm just going to say Bart because I don't like Henry Davis, but that's just me. And then Nicky G at 8 and Triolo at 9.
not a bad starting 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Who's ever catching at 7? Doesn't matter who, just put him there. All right, let's jump over to the pitching. We know who's our opening day starter, which is Mr. Papa Skeens himself.
What a surprise there.
Yeah, what a surprise. I would have never thought.
Who is this guy?
So who do you got 2 to 5?
I think Mitch Keller's the 2. And
If they bottom out, then I can definitely see Mitch Keller traded at the deadline.
I don't even want to think about that.
No, Isaac, let's not put that in the atmosphere.
What are you doing here?
I know.
We're all high
know.
on the Buccos, and you're like, let's trade Mitch Keller. I think because he's the most, you know what you're gonna get from Mitch Keller. The high end upside of a Chandler or an Ashcraft is higher than Mitch Keller, but I think for what you're gonna get, I think Mitch Keller's the 2, Chandler 3, Ashcraft 4, and Majinski at 5. But I think you could see Hunter Barco. He's going to be in long relief probably to start the year. If Majinski does struggle, I think Hunter Barco will be in there, especially as a lefty because they don't have any lefties in that rotation. And Charrington loves the lefties at PNC Park.
That's an understatement.
So I was shocked that Jose Quintana wasn't a Pirate, honestly. He signed for next to nothing with Colorado.
Yeah.
And that means you had no other options.
Yeah.
So I thought that would have been a nice. I would have liked to see more rotation depth.
Now, what does the rotation look like when Jones comes back? That's what I want to be.
I think he would just slot into the 5 spot, honestly.
Into the 5.
Yeah, he would just replace you because, look, you look at how he did as a rookie. He was very average, and I like Jared Jones a lot. But I think you want to ease him in, have him at not too much stress. 5th starter.
I would say pull Majinski out for Jones when he comes back. Pull Majinski into the pen, and I could see that.
But imagine like if the Buccos are in first place in division, like late May, early June, and Jones comes back and the chest tears out. And he's pumping his chest at PNC Park.
It's going to be very exciting.
with the Skeens and a Keller and a Chandler. If Chandler's on it, if Ashcraft pitches like that,
the energy from Livy up in the in the stands.
And Skeens, I don't know if you guys saw this. So Livy Dunn's doing that like Baywatch thing or something now, and Skeens, he might be performing even better this year. It's some motivation because there was a little bit too much intimacy, I think, with some of those hunks in Baywatch with Livy Dunn. We got to be honest. That was hilarious. I was seeing that. I was like, wow, Skeens is has the greatest season in history.
All right, I'm going to get through mine. Obviously, we got Skeens at 1. Keller at 2. I have Chandler at 3. I have Ashcraft at the 4, and Carmen to round out the 5. Now, once Jones comes back, I have Carmen jumping into the bullpen. I have Ashcraft moving to the 5, and Jones moving to the 4. Because the 4 and 5 spot are like your less stress. It's easier for him to move in.
Yeah.
So
and you don't want to disrespect. I can see you don't want to disrespect like you're the 5 starter. Now they won't have like titles like that, but I agree with that actually. I could definitely see that.
And Carmen, if I'm Don Kelly or I'm our GM, I'm already having this conversation with Carmen saying, hey, look, this is our game plan once Jones is ready to go. So Carmen knows going in for his mental sake that he's not getting screwed over because of some guy with a bigger name came in.
Maybe you could even use Majinski as like a kind of, I don't want to say regular, but like often as like a 3-inning closer.
By the way, if he pitches well, I could see a 6-man rotation, honestly. If Majinski pitches well and Jones comes back.
But you're taking innings away from Paul. Do you want to do that?
I might want to, depending on where they're at in the standings, because you want to preserve as much Paul Skeens as you can, too. You don't want him – he's a specimen. He won't be out of gas in September. But, like, you want him as fresh as can be as well. So, I don't know. It might not even be – it might just be like a spot start situation. Majinski could easily be a spot start guy. If somebody needs an extra day, put Majinski in there. I think you could do a lot of things with Majinski or with the Hunter Barco or Urquidy who's been a starter his whole career. So there's a lot of options for Donnie Kelly and Bill Murphy and that Pirates management. A lot more than there's been
from years past. All right, well, thank you for coming and sitting with us today. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you guys for having me on. This was a blast.
Why don't you go ahead and plug where the fans at home can go ahead and find you and your podcast and everything like that?
Yeah, so we're on, obviously, YouTube is where we put every video out. It's just We Are Family Pittsburgh Sports Podcast. Just look that up. We are on Instagram at We Are Family PGH Sports Pod. And been getting some more traffic on there. Obviously, thank you, Austin Bechtold. He was promoting us a lot, which we really appreciate. And, yeah, we're on Twitter on that handle. We're on TikTok. Our TikTok, we've been getting a lot of comments recently. Some good, some not so good, which we appreciate the feedback either way. So we love the feedback. But, yeah, on any social platform, just look us up. And, yeah, if you like our stuff, subscribe and follow. And if you don't, just forget about it.
All right, well, that's going to be it from the Thielet and Graves podcast. My name is Ryan Thielet.
My name is Isaac Graves.
And we'll see you next week.